Uh, All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you are having an amazing morning. Hope you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Eamon. How are you guys today?
Self-destruct sequence initiated. Carlos's computer will self-destruct in 5, 4,
Oh my
3. No,
goodness.
anyways, Carlos, you see, man, your computer needs a vacation.
You
Good
can't make
thing it's
this
getting a
up.
break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you cannot make this up. Like, it started yesterday. We just need you to last 2 days, yesterday and today, and that's it. You get 2 weeks off, and this thing's just giving me all kinds of problems. It's unbelievable. The timing I can't believe.
Sometimes it's hard to believe that your computer doesn't have a personality, and it's going to get even more hard to believe that as AI comes into play and it starts talking to you with a pretend personality. So, in any event, I hope that you manage to your computer gets the break it apparently needs and comes back good. Now I'm worried about me for next 2 weeks. I hope my computer behaves. It better.
Yeah.
Anyways, that being said,
I'm sure it'll be good.
it's been one of these mornings for me. I was just explaining to Eamon, man, like I've been like drafting lease amendments for a commercial building that I own through a board, and it's just been what a pain in the butt, man. I'd rather trade stocks. Let's do that. That's a lot more fun. Being a landlord sucks. Anyways, all right. Well, that being said, look, it's Friday, everybody. TGIF. Let's head towards this glorious weekend. And let's hope that today ends up being a better trading day than yesterday because, good Lord, it was ugly. I didn't get a trade all day. It was horrible. What a horrible day. Anyways, just for me, I'm sure some people had a great day, but it certainly was not as good as the day we experienced on Wednesday. I mean, that was just so phenomenal. But anyways, yesterday was just an ugly, ugly day. But let's hope it all gets better. Eamon, how you feeling about today and heading into this weekend?
Well, I feel positive about today. Hopefully, today is going to be the day we've been waiting for a long time. And I agree with you, Peter. Yesterday was a mess. Ugly, sideways price action. I was talking about this yesterday with a few members. This is the kind of day where respecting your rules saves your account. Because if you kept getting chopped out yesterday, flipping your positions long or short, you just could not have caught a trend to any direction. That's a day where traders usually blow up, and this is where risk management comes in play. But anyway, we made it to the end of the week alive. Yep.
Yeah. Actually, that's a really good point, and we should talk about that because trading is, as we know, a psychological activity. And for everybody listening out there, right, what Eamon said is extremely important. Well, I had this question in the chat room yesterday afternoon as I was doing the close, and someone said, "Peter, how do you deal with days like this when it's all choppy?" And my honest answer is, it's the same. You deal with it the same way you deal with any other day. You stick to your rules, and you only take the trades that match your setup. The problem on a day like yesterday is that it's almost like that discipline has to be amped up because, the longer you go without finding an opportunity, the more likely you are to start loosening those rules and taking less mature setups or start trying to anticipate moves because you're either bored or you're anxious because I've got to trade something. I've been here all day, right? I've got to do something. I promise you, just think about it. A day with zero on the profit and loss or the P&L is better than negative anything. So you're better to just sit and wait for that opportunity. And this is when your discipline really has to come into play. Wait for the opportunity. If it doesn't present, then you do nothing. That's what trading is all about. You do this every single day, right? Where you've got to pick your opportunities. It's just that much more difficult when you just don't find any opportunities, right? But the discipline is the same. You just stick to your rules and wait for that good opportunity. But Eamon, as you say, it's so hard, right? When you get these days, and we've seen so many people blow up on these days because they're like, well, I'm just going to find something. And they start anticipating the moves or they start jumping into trade after trade. And once you start down that path, it can get really bad. Last point I'll just make here is that one person said, "Oh, well, I like to use these days to go into simulator, and I'll just sort of take a whole bunch of trades in simulator." I don't agree with doing that. While it feels like you're doing something, I believe you're actually building bad habits. You're teaching yourself to sort of overtrade and take less mature setups. That's not the practice you want. You're better off to practice the doing nothing so that you can deploy that when you need it, like a day when things just are not showing you the type of setup you want. So that's Peter's perspective for this morning. Not a rant, but some perspective for you, hopefully, to consider as you're working on your trading.
All right, thank you, Peter, for that. And Eamon, friends, let's get to it. Quick look at our gap. This is brought to you by TradingTerminal.com, and you can see things on here are feeling good today. A lot of green on the screen. Bitcoin, we'll talk about that in a second because they're basically taking over this list. Over the last two trading days, they've been really, really active. And again, today. The only thing gapping down is BABA this morning, down 3.4, at least for right now. We'll come and then check on that as well a little bit later. All right, before we dive into that, let's head over to Eamon with Thursday in 60 seconds.
Hey guys, so yesterday was the worst day for stocks in about 3 weeks. And even though it was choppy during the whole day, still the S&P managed to fall, including the gap, 0.9%, Nasdaq dropped 1%, and the Dow dropped more than 1.3%. And there were two main problems. The first one is Walmart. I wouldn't say that Walmart itself is the problem. It's the news behind Walmart, consumers weakening. The stock fell more than 9% after the US same-store sales grew only 2.6%. That's its weakest performance in more than 6 years. And it's not because the business is doing bad. It's because of all the geopolitical issues that are going around everything right now. So Walmart showed us that consumers are still shopping, but higher food and gas prices are forcing them to take more responsible, maybe, choices about where their money goes. Then we also had oil and bonds. West Texas Intermediate jumped around 3% to above $88. And at the same time, the 10-year Treasury yield moved back towards 4.7%, the 30-year towards 5.25%. So the Treasury's attempt that we had a couple days ago to calm these long-term yields, it worked for one day, and then we're back to 0.0. The economic data itself was actually strong. Jobless claims fell to 206,000, better than expected. The Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index also jumped to 47.4% versus the expected 25. And crypto, by the way, completely ignored the stock market weakness. Bitcoin moved above $72,000. Today it's above $79,000. We also saw Coinbase, Strategy, and other crypto names rallying after President Trump pushed Congress again to pass the Clarity Act. So yesterday, Walmart scared investors because consumers are weakening. Oil and yields are still going higher, but Bitcoin decided that all of these things that are happening around is none of its problem. Now, let's see what we have today. Today is a quiet day. I don't know, Peter is going to go over it in more detail if I miss anything, but I actually did not find anything interesting. The main economic report comes at 9:45 a.m. Eastern. We get the first look at August U.S. business activity through the S&P Global PMIs. Manufacturing is expected around 53.8. I mean, almost not changed from July. Services are expected around 54, which is down slightly from the 54.6 number. By the way, anything above 50 still means that the economy is still expanding. And after yesterday's very strong Philly Fed number, another strong manufacturing reading could tell us that the economy may be holding better than the recent job reports and the consumer numbers that we've seen. Maybe that will help us get strong market. We'll find at 9:45, but I don't think that it's going to be a market mover. Oil is slightly lower this morning, at least last I checked. Looking at it right now, we're getting back up. But anyway, we're up 7% for the week, maybe even more than 7%, which is not good news. And one small trading detail there, guys. It's the third Friday of the month. So we also have the monthly options expirations. So that can create some extra volume and some strange moves that we have no idea where they're coming from, especially towards the market close. And I don't think there is anything else. We had a few earnings during the pre-market, but none of them that important. BG, ZX, but anyway. Peter, back to you. Anything you want to add to this?
Oh yeah, look at that. It's a witching date. Yeah, so thank you for that. Options expiry happening today. Well, it's not a triple witching, but it is an options expiry date today. So, yeah, that's good note, because that would create a little bit more activity. Let's hope, because we could use a little bit of activity in this market. As Eamon pointed out, the really only data point of note is this S&P Global Manufacturing Services and Services PMI number. Again, I don't usually see the market reacting to this, and as Eamon also pointed out, it's expected to be largely unchanged from last month. So, unless we see a huge deviation, as we say all the time, in the actual number, I think the market's just going to continue on its way. Keep in mind, this also comes out 15 minutes after the market opens, so we'll already be in sort of the opening activity in any event. But we'll keep an eye on it, see what happens there. That's it. That's all we got on the economic calendar. A couple of earnings, but we'll talk about those as we go on the gap up and down. As Carlos pointed out a little bit earlier, mostly gap up this morning, so that's a little bit different from what we saw yesterday. But that's good. We like that, but it also shows that this market, it is resilient. Doesn't seem to matter what's going on. It'll just keep saying, here, hold my beer. Let's see what we can do to push this thing higher. Why not, right? So
Yeah, absolutely. As we're seeing here, guys, everything, a lot of stuff up this morning. Bitcoin kind of leading the way. A couple of low flows ahead of everything. We got 8.3, 31.7, and 5. Oh man, 4 low flows leading the way here. So let's go through those quickly, see if there's anything that looks exciting that we might want to add to our list. First one on deck is up 424%. So RFAI. If you take a look at this one, not much volume. Volume is extremely light at 370,000. Hard to borrow. Got going last night. That's the majority of the pop happened. This morning's just been pretty flat, really. So again, after hours pop here. This morning, not much happening here, Peter, on the RFAI.
No, this is a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company. It's called RF Acquisition Corp 2. So it's basically a placeholder. The board of directors of this acquisition corp approved the merger with Nanyang Biologics, and this is what they do, right? They set these things up purposely so they can merge with another company, and this company gets immediate listing on the NASDAQ without having to go through a lot of the other regulatory and setup work. So it's basically doing what it was set up for. Nothing that's tradable.
All right. We'll leave this one alone, friends. Continuing off our list here. The next one, June's, is another low flow stock sitting at 331.7 million shares traded. And then this one has a lot more volume, up 57%, 16 million at the moment. And we got a good pop and very weird daily as well, right? Look at the daily here. Popped up a couple of days ago and has been pretty much sideways into this pop this morning, Peter. So probably not tradable for us, but the volume is there for sure. If any low flow traders are in house, this could be an interesting one.
Yeah, this is a biotech. So we're seeing a lot of biotechs this week. Obviously, with mRNA, I think it seems to have got people focused on all sorts of different biotechs, because normally they just sort of go by and we don't, other than Mondays, we don't see much of them on the list. But anyways, this is Jupiter Neuroscience, and they have a patent announcement for a process. I don't know. I mean, they get these a single enantiomer. I don't even know what I'm saying. An MDMA MBDB process. Ooh. Anyways, they got a patent. Yay. I'm not trading it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like one we're going to put on deck here. All right, 2 more low flows, and we'll get to some of the better stuff at the bottom of the list, which is, again, made up today by a lot of our Bitcoin tickers. Every single one of them on here. JXG, JX Lux Venture is the name of the company. Up 50%, 425,000 shares traded. Very messy daily. Today's a day where they're getting a lot of volume, and even pre-market, you're not seeing anything gray. I mean, up to 12, down back to 8, back to 10. Doesn't look clean. I doubt this is going to be clean after the bell as well. Not. I think the cleanest one right now looks like this June's. That's up 50%, right? So this one, I'm not sure, Peter. What's your thoughts?
Whoa. That is a fake head. What is going on here? Anyways, I'm just looking at these guys, their website, and Carlos, it's freaking me out. I assume this is a real company, but whoa, you go to their website and they've got all the buzzwords going. Let me just go here. Come on, computer. What's happening now to my computer?
Computers, AI is taking over, man. Our computers are giving up.
I know. All right, here. Let me. I got to show this to you. If you call up their website, the website is all in Chinese except for the English. Actually, I don't know. Is that Korean or Chinese? Actually, I don't even know what it is, to be honest. Oh no, it says it's Chinese here. So, anyways, and then they got these buzzwords: work smarter, not harder. Embrace digital transformation and intelligent solutions. Tells me nothing. Go to the next page. Chinese, except for global buying and selling just became simple. And then you go to the next page. Globally integrated overseas service platform. What the heck are you talking about? Now here comes the weird one. You ready? What is wrong with her face? That looks like a face pasted on somebody else's body. Who has a chin that's that pointy? Like that can't be a real thing. That's not a real face. Anyways, I don't know. So apparently she's the CEO of this JX Lux Venture Group. Sun Li. She doesn't look like a real human. Maybe she's an AI running this company. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. Anyways, whatever's going on with this thing, Carlos, it's I've never heard of it. There's no news on it. I don't know even why it's moving. This is it's just 7.7 million shares in the float. It's a low float. And apparently they have 95 employees. So I guess it's a real thing. I just don't know what the real thing is because anything that might tell me that is actually in Chinese. So, and I chose not to translate their website. But I like how, again, it's all in Chinese except for the English buzzwords just randomly thrown in here. That is pretty. That's pretty awesome. She does look like an anime character, Percival. I agree. Again, I feel like somebody made it up. They're claiming that this is the CEO. I want to meet this person I want to meet them for real in real life, IRL, and see if she can cut through paper with her chin. Anyways, never mind. All right. Sorry, Sun Li. I don't mean to make fun of you. If that's your real chin, then all power to you. I'm just jealous. All right. Yeah. Are we trading it? No. Heck. No way. I was about to use a bad word. No effing way.
Yeah.
I'm not trading this.
That looks ugly too here. We'll keep this out of sight for the moment. All right. What else? All right, let's get to the fun stuff. So here's all Bitcoin related things: MSTR, DTR, Harmony. I'm not sure. Maracoin, Hood, Clean Spark. I mean, you name it. They're all coming out of the woodwork this morning. Coming out of the grave. Some of them. Peter, things are in play today, huh?
Bitcoin is up again. Yesterday, Bitcoin was up. Today, it's up. It hit a high of almost 79,000. Remember, Bitcoin was sitting in the 60s for what felt like forever. And yesterday, it had popped up to 71. Today, it's up to 76. Is Bitcoin back, baby? I don't know. But you can see all these crypto companies. Everybody's like getting all excited because if you look at just a 1 month view, it's been like flat, and then we're seeing moves like we used to. Let me coin. I got to call it up here so you guys can see this chart here. Can I get it? Can I get it going? Oh my God, I don't know why this website's moving so slow. It doesn't like being in incognito mode. No, that's not the right one. I'm not sure where I'm at. I feel like I'm on a website that if I click on something, I'm going to get more viruses.
Don't click on
I
that.
don't want that to happen. Anyways, all right, whatever. But crypto's going up and to the right. I guess that's where you want it to go. So again, hit a high of 79,000. It's currently sitting at 76.7. Crypto's up. So that brings all of these crypto stocks up. I did well. Maybe yesterday wasn't a good example. I did try and watch a couple of Carlos because we did talk about them, right? Are we going to keep an eye on them? We said yes, but nothing was moving. So I can't blame the crypto stocks for that. Like nothing was trading well yesterday. It's rare that I get an honest to goodness no trade day. There was maybe one trade that I think I talked to you guys about that I regretted missing on SpaceX because I was distracted, Carlos, with your. Well, no, I mean I was watching something else. So there was maybe one opportunity all day that I missed. But yeah, it was just whatever happens today, let's make it better going into this Friday.
Absolutely. All right, friends. Peter, I'm concerned with your computer, man. I think you have a virus. I'm telling you. The way, if you Google searching and it goes to those type of websites where they try to make it click somewhere else, there's something going on, man. But yeah, you don't want to do that. But do a quick check for you and for any of you guys. Go here. Go to settings. Go to extensions. And here's where they hide stuff because I had this problem too. They hide it in here in the extensions. They'll hide something where every time you type in on the space bar, it will redirect you to a different website where they want you to click on something. But it hides there. If you go to the extensions, go to your settings on Edge or something, and the way they do it is Peter, this is pretty elaborate. The way they download is you can't just hit delete or remove because it's protected. They make it seem like it's protected by a administrator of the company. So you have to do all this running around to get this done, friends. I mean, this is now with simple computing. Imagine once AI takes over, what they're going to be able to do. So it's we got to get prepared, man. It's coming. As much you can use for goods, the same thing. They're going to be another bad character using it for bad. So we got to be careful. Going back to Bitcoin, what are we watching today? MSTR again? What's our favorite here, Peter? I mean, there's so many of them this morning. I know we have not really looked or traded many of these. I had MSTR on the list yesterday, which was okay pre-market. After hours, after the bell didn't really do all that much. Today's up again. I mean, I feel like this is the one to watch. What do you guys think over in chat? Let me know if you think something different. But I feel like this is the one that might be in play today. So. Mara has been, for me, I think it's been horrible. Yesterday, I don't see anything great on it. Yeah, I don't see which one is the best one out of this group.
I mean, Mara moved, at least it was directional yesterday. It wasn't a great trade, but it was directional, unlike MSTR, which sort of just ended up chopping around. I don't know. I actually prefer to watch Mara over MSTR myself, but you never know. And Hood is a little bit of a different animal, right? Because they have a broader product line. So yeah, it's pick your favorite. There's a lot of them out there. We'll do our best to sort of scan the market for you guys and let you know what we see.
Yeah, I don't know which one to watch, Coin and Hood. I mean, we'll figure it out. I'll pick one in a second. But first, friends, let's go to our social post for today with Eamon, and then Engineering the Market starts in about a minute and a half here. We'll hand it off to Jai, but first, let's see what Eamon has for us today.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, so here's something funny we were looking at yesterday. On July 31st, Jim Cramer said that he planned to sell his Bitcoin after IBM CEO Arvind Krishna warned that quantum computing could become a serious threat to crypto security within 3 to 4 years. Back then, Bitcoin was sitting around $63,000, and now it's above $79,000. So naturally, the internet declared another victory for the inverse Kramer strategy. Basically, whatever he says, do the opposite and make some money. Been working really well lately. To be fair, that chart looks very funny, but probably the strategy is not going to work. The issue here is that he makes huge number of market calls. And if somebody makes hundreds of thousands of calls, you can always go back and find some spectacularly bad ones. And they're obviously the ones that become huge memes. Nobody would create a viral post saying Jim Cramer recommended something and then absolutely nothing happened. There is also an important detail here. He said that he planned to sell his Bitcoin, but I'm really curious to know, did he sell it or not? Because we don't have any public proof of exactly when or at what price he actually sold. And the rally that we see right now on Bitcoin has its own reasons. You know that Trump is pushing the Congress to pass these clearer crypto rules. The Treasury also increased its bond buybacks, and large amount of short positioning has been squeezed once Bitcoin went above $70,000. But still, I understand why the meme refuses to die, because announcing that you are getting out and watching the asset immediately, a couple days or a couple weeks later, goes around 15%, maybe 20%. In this case, it's probably not an ideal timing, right? But anyway, what do you guys think about this? Is the inverse Kramer actually tells us something, or it's just the internet very good at remembering his worst calls and just forgetting about the good ones?
Yeah, I think the later part of that. I mean, I think everybody points out what is in their favor. I think that's exactly what happens. They remember all their worst calls, but I'm sure he's had great calls. But yeah, those are not interesting. And he wasn't he like great like for so long, and then now he just became a villain out of nowhere. Like they just turned on him. They left this guy back in like 20 years ago or something when he first came out. So, you're around long enough, you eventually become the bad guy. That's gonna happen to us eventually. You see, me and Peter are gonna become the bad guys.
we do love to make people villains. That's true.
Oh yeah,
because then you get to take them down, because we love taking people down. That seems to be a North American cultural thing.
You guys are safe as long as you have that burning garbage truck. You are good. I mean, you can get some hate on you when you are literally driving away with a burning garbage truck.
That's very true. That's very true. All right, what's not burning garbage at all, quite the opposite, is engineering the market, starting now in our chat room with Jared. So if you want to join, guys, head over to bearwithtraders.com and you can see the different options to join Jared, then followed by Brian and Andrew trading live. So we'll catch you guys a little bit later. Trade safe. We'll continue here on YouTube and X. It's funny that it makes me think of Scarface, the movie. Like, you need people like me so you can point the fingers to. I thought about that line immediately when it came to that. So, all right, friends, let's let me mute there. I got ears. There we go. All right, friends, let's continue. Okay. Gap up. I guess we covered most of the stuff here, Peter. Anything else you like that we haven't covered on the gap up?
That's a good question. I mean, everything's in the green this morning. So all the semis, unlike yesterday where they were all in the red, they're all green today. So you can sort of pick anything. The Magnificent Seven are all in the green. Everything's green. Green, green, green. BJ's Wholesale Club had earnings. It's one of the very few things that had earnings. In fact, it's the only thing I was really cared about that had earnings this morning. Continuing with all of the retailers, showing us their cards and their earnings. It looks like they're getting a better day today than some of those companies that unfortunately for them had earnings yesterday. So they're green, but they don't usually get enough volume or momentum to be a good active trader. So Carlos, I really don't have anything special. Like, I'm just going to go back to the usuals: Tesla, SpaceX, NVIDIA, AMD, even Apple. Apple actually, has been moving not bad, so might be worth paying attention to those guys. But yeah, other than that, there's really nothing special about any one of them. Meta, I was waiting for Meta to do something exceptional because there's all this news about these big lawsuits, right, against them. But no, they're just following the market. They're gapping higher. I mean, remember they're talking about like, billions of dollars worth of penalties that are being leveraged, and I think it was up to like 1.2 trillion they were estimating that the cost might be if all judges in all states vote against them. But which is, I mean, that's a lot of money for anybody. So, I Meta stock seems to be holding up pretty well despite all that. So nothing. Pick what you want.
Yeah, yep. For the gap down, on the other hand, we got just two AVAH, and we'll see how that's doing. Pretty. So this is not in play. This shouldn't even be here. It's down 6%. It's barely making our numbers over at 218,000 shares traded. So yeah, I don't think this is in play. We'll spend no time on this. Avena Health is the name of the company.
What?
Now, Baba, on the other hand, this one, had a great day yesterday. I actually did end up breaking out. And you can see it here on the intraday action. Nice, beautiful. And again, nothing spectacular, but it is trend higher slowly after gapping down quite a bit. And this morning, pre-market pretty much gapping down and just moving sideways as of right now. So down 3.2, 843,000 shares traded. Can it have another day like yesterday? Who knows? But I like Baba, so I'll throw it in a secondary list, and we'll see where it goes from there. Oh, actually, my banners is not updated at the bottom. We'll get rid of all those from yesterday. Get rid of all of these here. Clean this up at the bottom, and we'll put it on Baba down here. Here we go. All right, there. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll have Baba to the secondary list for now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we got nothing really to report. Remember, they had earnings yesterday that we were talking about yesterday morning, but they sort of got caught up in the market nothingness. Not a great trader on most days, anyways. So, I think we can probably ignore them for today. I doubt that they're going to do anything interesting.
Yeah, I agree as well. I'm getting confirmation my volume is slow. I'll pick it up a little higher. I don't want to pick it up too much, because what happens is, we turn our head this way, then it goes low, we put it back forward, and then it spikes up, and that's one of the challenges with these mics here. All right, let's get going. Let's get going. I guess adding usual suspects. I mean, I don't have. It's all Bitcoin. Like, what else we have here? It's all just Bitcoin in play. I don't see anything that looks great. Other than that, Coin, Hood, CoreWeave's at the bottom. We'll look at CoreWeave. I'm going to need a lot from you guys today, from our chat, to see what we can put on this list. We'll look at our usual suspects. We'll add some of those on there. But for the most part, I'm not seeing anything that's overly exciting today. I hope it's not the same type of day like yesterday. I really hope that's not the case. That was brutal. So let's hope not. I think we have to add MSTR. I think we have to add it just to kind of see where it goes here. It is in play today. 5.5 million shares traded out, 7.7. I believe it's going to be my favorite one out of the Bitcoin stocks that are in play. Hood is good. Coin is good as well. You can always watch those. They used to be better. I used to look at Coin and Hood all the time as my favorites. Actually, when Bitcoin was in play, I didn't even look at MARA and MSTR. It was all Coin and Hood. You could just bank on those two. They have not been as great as they once were, but today could be their day. Coin had a great day 2 days ago. Yesterday was garbage, flat for the most part. Today we're up 5%. So maybe today that we can get some kind of movement, given what the rest of the market is doing. Hood, on the other hand, very similar stuff, sideways. I don't see anything great. You know what? I'm not even sure about these. I'm going to leave them off. If you guys like them, I'll call it out to us, and we can definitely add them on the list. But I don't even see them making my list this morning. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Let's talk about SpaceX, and I'll come to you guys, see what else you guys like this morning. SpaceX this morning on the sell down. So this sell-off yesterday pretty clean. Today we're gapping up about 1%. Always with great volume, 2.6 million shares traded here. So always good volume on SpaceX. I think it's worth watching. And this daily's, again, interesting, hitting 150, back down to 135. Are we heading back down to 100, or are we going to find support? Either way, I think it's a stock that you want to watch. So I add SpaceX on my list. The last couple of days I've been taking it off because there's been just other exciting things to look at. But I think today could be a day where we add this back on here. All right, going to you guys. See what you guys like this morning. Actually, no, I skipped Peter. Peter, before I go to the chat, anything that you like this morning?
Yeah, I mean, it's so quiet. Like SpaceX, I mean, I guess there was some news that the rumor that Elon was going to be trying to buy a whole bunch of bandwidth, 800 megahertz spectrum licenses in the U.S. That would allow them to have sort of greater bandwidth for Starlink, but he denies it. He says that he is not pursuing a $6 billion estimated acquisition cost for these 800 megahertz spectrum licenses. So I don't know what that means, frankly, because I don't understand exactly how that affects the portfolio. But Elon says he's not doing the thing. Now, just because Elon says he's not doing the thing doesn't mean he's not doing the thing. But
Yeah, that's true.
he could just have to say that, right? Because it would affect the negotiations if you publicly acknowledge it. But sometimes, Elon jumps out there and says he's done this before, right? No, I'm not doing that, and then he does that. So we'll see. Anyway, SpaceX is just doing its thing here. As like I said, it was probably the one thing I saw that actually moved yesterday. Not in the direction that long-term investors want, but as people were pointing out, that we did see was it yesterday or Wednesday? Anyways, when there was another release of some of the lockup stocks. So, and we're going to see this, every week or week and a half or so, as more lockup shares come available. So far, SpaceX as a stock has been rolling with it as it's holding a $135 price. I'm still waiting for the big drop. I think it's coming, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, yeah, keep watching it to trade. Carlos, like you point out, not much. Like the only red thing on my screen is Netflix, but it's not, it's red by 0.02%.
Yeah,
2 cents.
barely. Yeah.
It's I got nothing. Like I don't mind these days. I'm okay with these trading days that start with nothing on our watch list, where it's just go back to the old usuals. Sometimes you can get great moves on these things, right? I don't mind these days, but other people not so much. We'll see. I mean, I can't obviously predict exactly what's going to happen today, but hopefully, if you're sort of loose and ready, maybe the trades will come to you. We'll be zen about it. Come to me, trades. I've got the fancy shirt on. Come to me.
You do got the fancy shirt today on. You got the Sen-like shirt.
Yeah. I don't know. I was feeling this shirt. I went to a retirement party last night, and I wore this shirt. This is I got to thank Rose for this. She bought me this shirt. That's my daughter's boyfriend's mother, who bought me this at her house or somewhere, anyways, in her home country of Burkina Faso. So it's my shirt. It's a lovely one. Anyways,
there you go.
Yep.
There you go. All right, friends, let's go to you guys. See what you guys like this morning. Let's get some ideas. I saw we had iBit from Craig in chat. Let's see. iBit. Here we go. It's in play. Yeah, iShares of Bitcoin. So here you got a ETF. Is that ETF, right? ETF you can trade. Obviously up the last couple of days with all the Bitcoin situation happening. So if you are interested in that one, you can trade this as well. So one to look at. I normally don't trade ETFs directly, and I don't see myself trading this one. Right? So I normally don't do it, but it is tradable. It is in place. I kind of trade the SPY, right? The overall market goes up, you can trade the overall market as well. I tend to like to trade stocks directly. Let's see here. What else? Let's go over to Intel, INTC. I see people mentioning that one. INTC. What do we have here? We are up almost 1%, 1.8 million shares traded. Typical Intel numbers, right? 8.8 million shares traded. Sounds like a lot, but Intel is just,
wow.
I don't know. This stock manages to just put in hella volume. Like on their worst day, they're doing 75, 80 million shares traded. And it's not like they're a low price stock. They're nice. At 93 is perfect. It's a great price for a stock, but they do this all the time. They just get great volume. Matter of fact, after April, they increased even more. Their average seems to have gone up a couple of millions there as well. So they just get volume, man. People like the stock, man. Yeah.
That's 110 million shares. 110 million shares on average right now, which is about the same as what NVIDIA gets. So, yeah. They get the volume. They just don't quite move the same. It's a little tougher.
They move better. They move better than what they used to. Like if you look before
Yeah.
April, before they kind of got into the picture, they definitely got better. They still got great volume, but man, they were horrible. Now they're much better. I still can't seem to trade them properly, so I kind of stay away from them. But again, not seeing much right now. That tells me, hey, this is a must-watch today. Besides the being up 1%, so I don't know. Listen, our list is so light that you can definitely have room for Intel. I would if I could trade a stock properly, but obviously it says it does not treat me well, so we'll leave it alone. Let's look at MU this morning. MU right now we are up 1.1. Daily looks good, but again, just like other semis, this is probably other chip manufacturers. This is probably not my favorite one out of the group. Right, I'll rather go with something like SKHY, even NVDA, SanDisk, like that whole tech thing. I'd rather go with another company than that one. And even then, if I'm looking at NVIDIA, looking at AMD, did you know that I didn't know this, Peter? You might have known this. I know you're close to AMD. That's the cousin of NVIDIA CEO. I had no idea that they were cousins.
Really?
Did you know that? Yeah, they're
No.
cousins. I'm like, how the hell that happened? So it's they're like cousins or something. So keep talking about keeping it in the family. But yeah. So
I did not know that.
No, I did not know that. No, John. Only you know that, John. I did not know that. Only John knew, I guess.
Okay. He knows everything.
Yeah, I know John knows everything. Except, no, I'm not gonna say that. I love John. I want to let it go because John almost had a let it go situation in Thailand. Oh, John, I'm sorry to bring it up again, but John almost got cast away. So he knows a lot about everything, but swimming is probably not his strongest. I shouldn't be talking because I can't swim. Nothing but love, John. Love you.
Trouble.
I'm gonna sound trouble. Love you, John. All right, let's continue here. So yeah, even the semis, they're not looking great, guys. So today's one of those days I'm just like, hopefully not, but it just doesn't look great. SanDisk, nothing happening. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see what else you guys like this morning. Yeah, go ahead, Peter.
Here's what we can do today, then, Carlos. Because for whatever reason, I was trying to get some news and see what was going on. And what does the feed give me? This running robots.
Running robots.
I got you hooked up to these robots.
I
You
know.
see them everywhere.
I don't even. This doesn't look real somehow to me. But here, this is what my feed gives me. Robot runs into the wall. Look at the sparks. That looks fake. That right there. That especially that last little part. You'd have no idea anymore, right? Is this AI generated? Is this real?
Tell.
I don't know.
Well, the only thing I know for sure is that this is the only way to get them stopped.
Apparently. Look at that. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
So now I'm getting it too. I can't escape it. Now I've got all these silly running robot videos.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. Just let's see what happens. All right, friends. What else? Let's go to you guys. One more, two more, and then we'll head over to Amen with our fun fact of the day. Looking forward to it on what we got going on there. Intel is my second biggest loser according to IBKR. See, Mojito, it's not just us. There's something you either can trade this stock properly, you're either very good at it, or you're just horrible. There's no in the middle with Intel. There's no in between. It's just either you're in or you're out. And I agree. It's just a tough stock to trade. I'm definitely out. I'm not in. I'm not in with the Intel traders. So PLTR is being mentioned here right now. It's just sideways for the most part. Nothing exciting. Very light volume. Only 201,000 shares traded. I mean, it's a wait and see for that one. SKHY, I also believe is a wait and see. It is up 2.6, 1.5 million shares traded. But you know what? I prefer watching this over MU. It's just I don't even the price is pretty high, right? 900 and something. So the volume has obviously gotten less attention. But here, MU, even Mud and some other MUU, even these guys don't look great compared to like a SanDisk or something. I think these are more interesting when it comes to the actual price action. So yeah, SKHY, I probably will add this to my list. put some stuff on here. I will probably add Tesla to kind of fill some space, SKHY, and I'm gonna leave some room to see what else becomes in play after that bell. So we'll probably do some of that. All right, friends, let's go over to Eamon. What's not going to be a doll is going to be Eamon's fun fact of the day. Looking forward to what he has for us today.
Yes, so here is something I did not know before. The Eiffel Tower actually gets taller in summer. When metal heats up, it expands. So on very hot days, the tower can grow up by around 15 centimeters. Then when the temperature drops, it shrinks again. And because the sun heats one side more than the other, the top of the tower can even move slightly away from the sun during the day. So technically, the tower is not exactly the same height all year. It spends the summer getting taller, and then it spends the winter shrinking, going back down. And honestly, I thought that I'm the only one having seasonal weight problem. Eiffel Tower has similar problem on its own. Anyway,
nice.
Today in history, we have the Mona Lisa. And on August 21st, 1911, somebody walked into the Louvre and stole the Mona Lisa. The thief was Vincenzo Peroe. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it correctly. He's an Italian worker who had previously worked at the museum and already knew how everything worked there. He entered wearing a worker's uniform, removed the painting from the wall, took it out its frame, and just simply walked outside the museum with it hidden under his clothes. And the craziest part is that it took the museum around 26 hours to realize that the painting was actually missing. At first, the people thought that it's simply being taken somewhere else inside the museum just for photography. And then eventually the police and the workers realized that it is missing. The police also questioned him, but they could not prove that he stole the painting, even though he hid it in his house. He had it hidden for around 2 years, and eventually he got caught after taking it to Italy and trying to sell it to an art dealer in Florence. And the one who actually exposed him is the same art dealer who tried to buy it from him. And the interesting thing is that this theft helped make the Mona Lisa even much more famous. Newspapers around all the world followed this mystery, and millions of people suddenly knew exactly what the painting looked like. So one thief accidentally gave this painting one of the greatest marketing campaigns in history. And by the way, the Louvre did not completely learn its lesson. If you guys remember, on October 2025, some thieves broke into the museum during an opening hours, and they stole 8 pieces of French crown jewels. They used some equipment to reach the window, broke into the gallery, grabbed the jewelry, and just escaped in less than 7 minutes. So even though more than 100 years passed, I think the Louvre still needs to work more on its security. So that's it, guys, for today. I'll be back at 11 a.m. without Kyle today. And for the rest of the show, leaving you with Carlos and Peter. See you guys.
Have a good one, Eamon. We'll see you a little bit later.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So, man, I didn't know I was missing for about 2 years. That's crazy. Had no idea that was the case, but glad they found it. All right. Okay, friends, we're ready extra early today because it's just not a whole lot to look at. MSTR, SpaceX, SKHY, and Tesla are on my list, and all eyes on scanners, eyes on the chat, and both here on YouTube, X, and also in chat room to see what's really in play and what starts to get the volume. Because right now, it unless you're looking at Bitcoin heavily, I don't see anything else that looks interesting off this list, right? So look at our gap list by tradeterminal.com. You can see a couple of tickers, but again, majority of the good stuff, besides the low flow up here, are all, for the most part, Bitcoin tickers that are in play. Let's look at CoreWeave. CoreWeave is on deck this morning. I look at CoreWeave right now. We are up 2.3, 549,000 shares traded. But again, just nothing spectacular on it either. So nothing that says, hey, watch me. Nothing like that. Their daily's pretty interesting. Look at their daily here. Their daily's Gapped up, sold off, gapped up, went really high, sold off. Every day with a spike up and a closing red for some reason. Then finally the sell-off. So it really fell apart here, and right now it's just kind of back to this range where we've been stuck in. We're stuck in the beginning of August. So not really anything interesting there. PLTR made me think of that because they had their big move a few weeks ago, and now it's just kind of going sideways. Volume has died down as well. CRCL, Circle of Internet. This one, a couple of really nice days here. We are up 5.2. This is nice. We're up quite a bit on Circle of Internet, actually. Up 5.3, 2.7 million shares traded. I think this can be in play. Day looks good, too. You're getting this nice little breakout, hitting some resistance from June on here. But you definitely have some room to run if it wants to. Or to come back into the fold here, back below that 85, 84. So, yeah, Circle of Internet I think looks interesting. We can secondary list for now. But this does look good. So I think it's worth watching Firebake if you have the space, maybe on a primary list. I want to leave room for the stuff that I know is not here. I know it's not in our scanners, and I know that is going to become fun once that bell rings, right? Once we start getting more volume. So I'm gonna leave some room for that. We're about 35 minutes away from the bell, so plenty of time, guys, to get ready as we're ahead of schedule. But I want to leave room for some of that stuff. MRNA, what's MRNA up to after such a dramatic day on Wednesday? So MRNA today, we are pretty much gapping up barely, just pretty much flat for the most part. And 2.2 million shares traded. Volume has started to die down. And they hold these gains before the volume completely falls off, right? Still great volume. Yesterday, 99 million or so, about 99 million. And then coming off again 2 really high volume days here. So yeah, I think it's worth watching. I'll put it on a secondary list. I want to see what they do. I don't know if it's going to be tradable or not, but I think it's worth having on the list just to take a look at and see how things play out there. Why is SKHY on your list often? I like to trade it. I like to trade it, and that's going to happen too. Like, you're going to notice that on your list there might be something that looks better today than SKHY. Like maybe Intel, right? Maybe you might think, hey, Intel looks better, has more volume, has more this, has more that. But I just don't like Intel. I don't like trading Intel. I don't trade it well. I don't read it well. So you're going to notice too that you're going to find these stocks that you're just amazingly good at, when they're in play. SKHY is one of them for me. So when they trade well, I can read them easy. I can spot the opportunity easier. And, and that usually turns into good results, right? So you're going to have those tickers that are like that. Part of building your watch list, you look at what's in play, but you also filter by, you know what? I don't trade this well. I trade this well. Walmart, brutal. We had it yesterday. I actually tried trading it yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? It was yesterday, I believe. We turned out okay on it. We turned out green on it, but man, it was brutal. It was brutal. So it's a stock that most likely I won't trade again to another quarter. When they actually get some volume and see some movement. So I don't trade these guys well, right? And that after so many years of doing this, you're going to also start figuring out what you trade well, what you don't. And this is one that just doesn't trade well at all. So that's part of it. That's why I have them here. And to be honest, I think compared to like AMD, like what's going on with AMD? We used to trade AMD a lot. AMD now, this is garbage. I mean, we can't beat them up too much for yesterday because yesterday a lot of stuff was garbage. But Peter, you are actually a perfect person to confirm or not. I mean, AMD is not what it used to be, man. It's just very difficult to trade.
It has its moments still, but yeah, for the most part, it's not good.
Yeah, it's so bad. Comment here. I trade support and resistance on Intel with 5-minute range. Break above or below my entry on retest. Okay, so maybe that might work. And that's a good point you bring up too. That great point. Also depends on your strategy, right? I'm trading 2 strategies for the most part: 5-minute RB and also view at breakouts. Some stocks are just gonna be horrible for that, and that's just what they do. Like NVIDIA at times, right? I say, oh, NVIDIA's horrible. And if you look at NVIDIA, it's like probably the first 2 hours of the trading day. Then at noon, they have this amazing breakout, into the close. Well, I'm only trading here. So also, in addition to my strategy, my window can be an issue as well. That might not match up with what you're seeing. Right, so I'm trading the first 2 hours or so. If they trade bad here, I'm not really seeing what's happening after 12, after 11. I'm not really seeing that. So some stocks are like that. They trade horrible at the beginning of the day. The second half of the day, they're amazing. So there's so many things you have to consider on some of these stocks, that depend on you and the way you trade and your time frame on when you are trading them. So that's a lot that takes place there. All right, perfect. We are set, friends. I'm going to start doing some levels in a second here. But first, let's take you over to bearwithtraders.com. If you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. Let's finish this week strong. We'll love to give away a 1 month elite membership. Let's see if we could do that. So right now, we'll check how the likes are as I pull up our webinars for today. And as you can see here, let's go to the bottom, 98 likes. All right, we could do a little bit better. We could do at least 2 more. I'm gonna count myself in on that one. So go ahead, I'm gonna hit it now. There it is, 108. Okay, we got a few more. So let's do that. Let's give away that free elite membership for 1 month to you guys. All right, friends, it is Friday, so happy Friday. Peter's gonna let you know what is happening today and how you can join this community. Peter, you're on mute.
You're right. Okay. On Fridays, we always ease into the weekend with a lighter load of webinars and activity that we have. Today at the Bear Bull Trading Community, we don't have any scheduled webinars, but for peak capital trading, those that are about to head into this next session, which starts in September, you may want to go to the prep meeting. You'd already have an invite. Mike let you know about that. That happens on Fridays normally, unless Mike needs to reschedule. As far as I know, this is happening today, right, Mike? If you're out there listening, he often is. Just confirm that is happening today. But anyways, you will have the email. You'll know where and when to go, but it's at noon. It's in the webinar room for peak capital trading, and it helps you get ready for this boot camp because you can never start too early. If you're not familiar with that, by the way, it's again a 3-month intensive session. Starts in September, ends in December. Allows you to really, really focus on your trading over the fall session. Again, we only recommend you join if you have the time and the energy to pay attention to it because it'll give a lot of value, but you've really got to focus in. So pcapitaltrading.com is the place to go for that. And if you want to join the chat room, which is always available every hour that the market is open from 8 in the morning until the market close, at least at 4 o'clock, that's bearbulltraders.com. You go there and you can find like-minded traders who really want to be successful in this market and will help you with your discipline, with your trading, with your identifying strategies. There's so much value in there, let alone all the recorded webinars and all the other activities that we've got. So scroll down on the webpage and you can see the different options. Join. Love it. Be there. Don't be square. All those
Don't be
things.
square.
That's an old one, eh?
That is an old one. Yeah. It's a throwback there. Don't be square.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some levels in place. Let's get things in order early, and we will get ready to rock and roll here. So the first one on deck is going to be MSTR. MSTR this morning, good volume, 5.8, up 7.3. I think it's one of the better tickers when it comes to the crypto story from this morning, and Bitcoin and so forth, moving higher. If you look at if you missed it earlier, if you look at our gappers list today, the majority is all crypto related tickers, or at least the ones that look good and are actual things that are probably tradable. So I'm gonna go with MSTR. You can look at many of them: Hood, Coin, Mara. I mean, Clean Spark, Riot. They're all on the list today. MSTR for me seems to be the better choice. Let's go to the daily and let's get some levels in here. High of the pre-market 127.61. The low down at 118.27. Once you do that, you're just towards the bottom. You're pretty set. Highs and lows for the last 2 traders are doing a great job. I don't think I need to add anything else. Right in the middle of this high and low range, there is a level right here around 123.35. So you want to mark that down. It's a couple of days opening, closing, slamming into those levels. So you definitely want to have that on there just in case the price action plays around with it. 131.66, and then above that we have 135.74. So we got some very nice clean levels on MSTR. which is great because the cleaner the levels are, the easier it is for everybody to know, hey, this could be a point where sellers and buyers can start getting into some kind of agreement or action or disagreement, and we could see the price actually move nicely. SpaceX right now getting a nice little drop into the previous day close. Did it earlier this morning around 4:30. Did bounce from there towards the high of 136.78, which is pretty much the highs from yesterday. So you can see that line on there. We're not gonna worry too much about the high of the pre-market, and then the low of the pre-market is pretty much the previous day close. So both of these lines are connected for us there. We don't need to add them separately. And again, right now we're retesting that low, that previous day close again. Here's a bigger picture towards the top. Plenty of levels here, here, here. We're missing this one though. All of automatic levels are not catching this area right over here, which is probably 140. Yeah, 140. Whole dollar number. 140.15. You got a lot of support happening there. You definitely want to have that down. And towards the bottom, here's your low from yesterday. And below that, look at that low from yesterday too. How well that 130. These whole dollar numbers on SpaceX really hold up pretty well as far as levels of support and resistance. 125.52 below that, and then just in case 118 all the way down. There's the next area of resistance that can now become support. So good stuff on SpaceX. Next on our list is SKHY, one of my favorite stocks to trade recently. A recent IPO only has this has a month yet? It does have a month. That's about a month and a half right now. So towards the bottom, plenty of levels. Do not need to add anything. We will mark down the high of the pre-market at 167.82. Above this, there is an area at 170.06. And then above that, I don't see anything that's clean. Maybe 173. Not the biggest level because it doesn't have a lot of confirmation. It's only really one day that's hitting that 173.36. But I guess given how much history we have, which we don't have a lot, I think that, that makes sense. You're not going to have a lot of days that are slamming into the same level of support and resistance. So that's SKHY. Looks good there. Last but not least is going to be Tesla, up 1.3 this morning. Trying to climb his way into his gap down. So again, trying to climb in there gradually. Has a very gradual upslope here on the daily. High of the pre-market 350.93. The low down at 347.83. And then towards the bottom, you got plenty of stuff. Since again, we're kind of gradually just moving our way higher. All the levels of the highs and lows are below this, so you're set there. Previous day close as well, as we're up 1.3. Getting into this gap, we have to go back into April. April, we'll get some stuff off the daily here, 355.24, and then over at 359.46. Once you do that, I think you're set on Tesla as well. All right, friends, there it is. That is what we have. I have high hopes if Tesla breaks 352 level. 352. Yeah, I think it could do that. It could even do that today, Mojito. If we can really get going, we could probably do that today too. So we'll see. That'll be awesome. Sure, a lot of people will be happy if it starts trending higher and continuing it like this. All right, Peter, what do we have as far as moderators? I know it's a little bit early. Not sure if the moderators have their list yet. Probably not, because there's not a whole lot of choices out here.
Yeah, probably not. Not a single one has got their list in yet. So they're still probably trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, it's a little too early. Slim
pickings today. There's no question. Slim pickings.
But, again, we always have the old usual. It's just, nothing special jumping out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and on top of that, too, we had some really great days. Right? We've been on this high with all these great days, and now we're kind of crashing down at these lows. It reminds me of some stuff that does it, but it's a whole different show. But yeah, you got these high now. We're just kind of crashing down, coming off from the highs over the last couple of days. Where we had some really great opportunities, and today's like nothing right now. But that can all change after the bell. BTB, BTC. Any crypto stocks? BTB, BTB. Okay, yeah. Even these are not looking great right now. And then the other one is BTCT. This looks a little much better. Again, not my type of stock to trade, but this one seems like it has a little more action. They're both BTC Digital, huh? These are ETFs. What are these? BTC Digital. Is this a company? that the underlying is Bitcoin. Well, what's the deal with these things? BTBT. This one here, same company name. I don't see other ETFs. They're saying the Nasdaq exchange. Okay.
Like, Carlos, this is a tough one today. Like
Yeah.
oh man, come on, market. Let's just hope everything clicks in. The market opens. We're going to get a little bit of a move and then a retest of the VWAP, and then we can take our longs or shorts, and off we go. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Let's hope.
That's what I wish for.
Salim, our good buddy Salim. I'm not sure that you're the same Salim from chat though, or Vancouver that I met. I don't think you are. But your question, yeah, we answered earlier about SKHY. Again, there's nothing else. It's my favorite ticker to trade as far as the semis, the chip manufacturing goes, right? So there's nothing going on. It's that I actually prefer to watch it more than NVDA and AMD lately. So we'll see. But again, you don't have to put that one. Pick the one that you like. The better. What you said, Peter? You were saying something?
I thought I said it. I don't know.
No. I kind of heard you say that you were starting to say something.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just me breathing heavy, probably.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Hungry.
It is you. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. We usually see your comments and trades in the chat room. Good stuff.
So, Carlos, how long do you think it's going to take you to rebuild your computer? I hate doing that. I hate that process.
Doing this. I hate doing this. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm starting like tomorrow. There's going to be a little bit every day. I want to get it clean. It's very dusty. I'm wondering if I should do it myself or pay somebody to do it. So, but I'm literally starting tomorrow. Because I know I have 2 weeks, and you just never know what can go wrong. What if I got to order a part? Because I think the capture card, that burned out. It's not working.
Yeah,
as you see, the quality of my video is not great. It's really bad.
Oh yeah, if you got a lot of dust on it, because it happens, right? Especially if you're working in a closed space and you get dust on it, and that just increases the temperatures and it operates suboptimally. So. Yeah, cleaning the dust out can be a big value. Plus, it erodes creates contact problems. So, so there you go. Make sure it's completely shut down and the power source is drained though before you do that.
Oh yeah. I'll make sure I'll do all of that. You know what, Chris? That's actually the least of my worries. The least of my worries is my DAS settings. You know what's the hardest thing for us, and Peter can relate to this, is vMix. It's the software that we use to stream to you guys. That bad boy, that takes so much time. And if you do it wrong, that's the concern. No problem.
It's sort of like DAS in that it's one of these software packages that has so much functionality that it's virtually impossible to navigate because it can do so much and it's so flexible. Like when you're trying to actually fix something or change something, there's just too many settings. And if you hit the wrong one, everything, you don't realize what you're doing and the cascading impact it can have. So goodness. But anyways, but that's our problem to deal with in the background. But like I tell people, like there's 200 and something different windows I've got that you have to manage in this thing that we have set up to manage it's a lot more work than sometimes people appreciate. So I hear that Joey, if I'm saying it right, you're Celsius Holdings, CELH. We've looked at this in the past. I'm not sure why it's got your attention today. It really is not trading much volume on an average day. It trades okay volume, but I've never found really a good trade in it. Their drinks make me hyper, I can tell you that. But remember when we drank those on air, Carlos? We went and bought them. You and I each had one. That was a Celsius Holdings.
Yes. The energy
Energy drink.
healthier
Yeah.
energy drink. Yes.
I don't know.
Uh,
There were
you
reports
know.
of people getting heart attacks. I think it was the Celsius where the girl, the high school kid, she died
Was it a
drinking. But
Celsius?
yeah, I think so. But she was pounding back like a dozen a day or something. It was crazy
It's
the volume that she
ridiculous.
was drinking. So
Yeah.
anyways, bottom line, but from a trading point of view, I don't see anything particular that why I would put this on my trading list. I mean, maybe there's an opportunity for sort of a longer term trade if you think that there's some validity to the company's growth strategy. But at this point, I don't see it as a tradable stock that I want to take on. So, anyways. It was it them? I don't even know if it was them. I can't remember now.
I don't remember. I thought it was like Red Bull because that would definitely
No, it wasn't
I
really.
mean,
It wasn't one of the.
any energy drink you drink like that, you're gonna
Yeah.
have problems. That's not good. I drank. John says he drank a
Yeah.
Celsius last week at 9:30 and was asleep by 10. Didn't work.
Yeah, well, so not.
Well, are you a
know.
coffee drinker, John? If you're a coffee drinker,
Uh,
these drinks are not going to have the Red Bull effect. You know.
oh no, the girl I'm thinking of. This is her here, 17-year-old cheerleader. Yeah, she was drinking. Alana knew. Anyways,
I don't have your screen up, but
no, I don't. I don't have it on that. I was looking
okay.
it up elsewhere, but she.
Gotcha.
Yeah, anyways, she was pounded back like crazy quantities of this stuff.
Mm.
And yeah. And it's just a shame because she's 17 years old. She was very active, but she was like she was overdoing
Well,
it.
it's like
Anyways,
that guy, that football player that kept getting cramps and he drowned because he drank too much water. Like he drowned his lungs or something. Have you
what?
heard about that one? Yeah.
There's
yeah.
weird look the world's big enough and there's enough people doing weird things that you get these stories like that. Remember there was a few years, this is going back a ways now, but there was a competition where it was like who could drink the most water, like a radio program had this like thing where they're trying to get it's just water, it's innocuous. But this woman died because she drank so much water, she diluted her blood so much or whatever that she died from drinking water. So I mean, I guess you do anything to extreme. You can.
Yeah. So this guy kept getting cramps. He was walking around all of campus with a gallon of water, drinking water every second. I guess he either drowned his lungs or something, but he passed away.
Oh man.
Everything everything in moderation is so important, man. If you're having cramps, find find another way to deal with it. Don't make it worse by finding something that's gonna get you. And man, it's just unbelievable.
Well, there you go. There's your lesson for today, for this Friday. Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation. Energy drinks are so unhealthy for you, Ron. I agree. I used to drink my go-to drink at the club was Henny and Red Bull. Oh man, that was Henny and Red Bull, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
Those are both horrible drinks separately. Why would I want to mix them together?
Man, when you're young, that you're not thinking quality. You're thinking the effect after, right? So you stayed up all night, was able to perform in the dance floor, right? And it kept you nice and buzzed, right? It kept you there. So
I'd never had Hennessy when I was young, and then I had it just a couple of years ago because I'm like, I keep hearing about it. It's in all the rap songs. I gotta try me some Hennessy, and I had some, and I'm like, why are people drinking this? This is horrible. Anyways, maybe that's just me. Too much scotch, and I'm a hoity-toity drinker now. But anyways.
Too bougie, man. It's too bougie.
Too bougie. That's right.
I got to bring you into the hood, into New York, so we can down some 40s or something. I gotta.
Oh yeah. Drink some Mad Dog.
Some Colt 45 of the Bodega.
Colt 45.
I gotta bring you down to the south.
Out of a quart bottle in a paper bag.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
But there you go, man. Good times. Good times. All right. All right. What else? What else, friends? Gappers is still the same, pretty much. Nothing happening there.
Mad Dog 2020. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. There's some
Yeah.
rough drinks out there.
There are some rough drinks,
Uh,
man. Wild,
we were.
wild.
I think the worst thing I ever sort of drank when I was in Thailand with my son, and in Thailand they had like this beer that he would drink, and I hate beer. So, anyways, I drank some local whiskey. Oh my God. I am probably fortunate I didn't go blind drinking that stuff. I don't know what it was, but I'm telling you, man, Thailand whiskey, probably not the stuff to drink. I can't, it was ton something. I can't remember. I can't even remember what it was called. But whatever the heck I was drinking, it was horrible stuff. But it was the only thing I had. So I was committed. So, uh, I don't remember what the heck it was called. We have to look it up. Anyways. All right, guys. We just have so much time, Carlos, right?
Yeah,
We're
we
heading
do.
towards
We're so
open.
early. We can take some calls from the audience if you guys like. Anybody want to call in? We'll call in. I mean, it's just that type of day. It is
Start a
just that
call-in
type of
show.
day.
I
I'm
like
telling
it.
you.
Hey.
We got John from Boston. We'll say New England.
Yeah,
Sounds better.
You're on the
'Cause
air.
You're on the air, John. What would you like to say?
What can we do
What's
for
the
you?
question?
Here is. I found it. It's called Hong Thong. There we go. Hong Thong. There you go. Anyways. All right. Don't tempt me. John could call in. He's got the secret passcode. He could call in and ask a question.
Could
We
tap
got
into the
John
line.
from Connecticut here. What's your question?
Is John in Connecticut now? I don't know where John is. I think John doesn't have to say he's from Boston. Even the New England Patriots don't call themselves Boston Patriots. They put New England. They don't want to be associated with Boston.
Oh,
Want
New
to be
Hampshire.
confusing
New
people.
Hampshire.
You know.
My bad.
Oh, which John are you talking
I
about? I was talking about John Hiltz. Which one are you talking about? The other John? John Raff? I
No,
don't know where John Raff is from.
he's in like DC area.
Yes.
Anyways.
Oh, he was there as well.
All right.
How's the chat room
Guys,
looking, Peter? Any action? How are they?
yeah, slow morning there too. So I've got no watch lists. Actually, you know what? Let me post my watch list.
Okay.
And maybe I can prompt others to get theirs in here.
That'd be
So what am
awesome.
I going to be watching? I said the usual. So to me, I always think of them in pairs, right? So I got Tesla and SpaceX. I've got NVIDIA and AMD, and I've got Apple and Microsoft. Those are my mental stock pairs. So I'm going to be watching those guys, and we'll see what moves. And we'll have to see, Carlos. You know, you and I haven't been cut off of the old version of DOS. I'm still using it because the new version is still giving me problems on the computer, although I haven't used it in about a week. So, but the old one is working well. And like if it ain't broke, sometimes you don't
fix it.
Don't fix it. Don't mess with it.
Could not agree with that more.
But unfortunately, your computer is broke, so you're gonna have to fix it.
Yeah, I think it's the black magic design card. I think that's what's causing the issue. But we'll find out.
I'm telling you, it's like so many things in the world, right? If you want to go custom and you want to go high end, it's all exciting when it works well, but when it doesn't work, it fails spectacularly, which is one of the reasons why like Honda and Toyotas as cars, work because they've got this engine design that they just keep and they just, don't mess with it and it's fine. Soup it up. It's going to go wrong. It's going to go wrong. But if you just keep it stock,
it's like, have you noticed there's something wrong with the German engineering taillights? Have you noticed this? Especially with Lexuses, Audis. their left tail light just goes out, and it's like a thing. It's like a known thing. That's like a German issue with these
Really?
cars. Yeah, their left tail light just constantly goes out. And I'm like, you got this expensive $80,000 to $100,000 car, and your light is out. And I see it all the time, all the time. And I'm just
Really?
like, why? Why is this happening? And I looked it up. It's like a thing. It's like an engineering problem that causes the light to go out. It's just I don't get it.
Really? I don't. Yeah, people are
Yeah, that's the
correcting you
thing.
that Lexus is not German. They are correct. It is.
Oh, I didn't say Lexus. I say Lexus. I meant Mercedes and Audi. I don't
Okay.
think Lexus. I
All
haven't seen
right.
Lexus with electrical problems, but the German stuff, definitely. Big Lou says
Really?
yes.
I didn't. I didn't
All the
know that
time.
was an issue.
All
Okay.
I see it all the time on the road. I'm like, yep, there it goes. The BMW, Mercedes, or
Yeah.
Audi. Left hand, and it's always the left side. I don't know why. Got some wiring issues going on. They can make great cars, but they can't figure out the electrical wiring.
Well.
It's,
Uh,
there it is. Ivan, look, see, a
oh.
lot of people are confirming my Mercedes suffers from that. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
thing, and it's not all of them.
Mr.
So if you're saying, hey, I have 5 cars and that it never happened to me, well, it's not all of them. It's not all of them, but it does happen. I
My
drive a boring
911.
car. I don't drive
911.
anything exciting. I
It's
drive
a
a
2003,
Ford
James.
Explorer. Uh, um, yeah, and and I had a BMW before, and it didn't happen to my BMW, but I see it all the time. Um,
All right.
all right.
Andrew's joined the chat room. He's getting ready for this day. We're starting. It worked, Carlos. Putting my list in, got other people. So
Good. Got
Adima,
the ball
who's back
rolling.
in the room, we were talking about her the other day. She's going to be watching PLTR, NVIDIA, Hood, and SpaceX. Andrew is going to be watching MSTR. Andrew, had one of those just absolutely like blockbuster days on Wednesday. And then yesterday, he couldn't get anything working either. So that made me feel a lot better, by the way. But anyways, today he's going to be watching MSTR, Riot, Tesla, and Coin. You know what? I got to put a couple of these on my list, I think, because we probably need to watch some of these crypto stocks. Oh no, why do people keep calling me? Stop calling my house. Anyways. All right. Sorry. Phone's ringing, the bat phone. And then Eamon is going to be watching SpaceX and AMD for some potential longs, but he doesn't think they're really good options. So he's going to wait and see what happens. And Brian is sticking to the same old usual. He's just going to be scanning the market and see what jumps up. So a lot of, you notice people are sort of on the usual, except for a couple of these crypto watching. Maybe I'll put Riot on here. Why not? If they're watching Riot and MSTR, I will as well. Right. So we'll see if they move, but it's not. It's quiet. It's quiet. I hope it picks up. We got 2 minutes here until the market open. We're getting a pop on things right now. Microsoft, Apple, AMD, NVIDIA popping here as we head towards this 2-minute mark to the open. Let's see what good Hood just jumped up too. All right. I got to say, Carlos, to the best of my knowledge, the left tail light on my German car is working fine after 25 years.
Well,
So far, so good.
I don't expect them on a 25-year-old car. I mean, they used to build them things to last. Now they build them to keep them in the shop. So I don't expect them to have that type of problem.
Okay.
ServiceNow
All right.
ServiceNow has its own revenue generator.
All right.
Hey, make them last
Yeah.
10 years, 10-year warranty, 10-year service. After that, starts breaking down, and we can bring this back into the shop. So they don't build them like they used to, man. They sure don't. You need an engineering degree to work on some of these cars now. Oh, you can't pull that off because this is connected to this, and it's unbelievable. Like I have a Ford Explorer. We got 1 minute to market open, guys. So start getting your affairs in order. I have a Ford Explorer, and we slammed the side mirror, the side mirror, whatever, $800. Why? Oh, because it's got computer chips and it's got sensors and it got this. I'm like, that's crazy. On one of my other cars, I broke the windshield mirror, cracked the windshield mirror. Like, oh, okay, you know, a couple of $100. $700. Oh, because it's got the computer. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what's all these? Everything has computers. Like, everything has a chip and a sensor and this and that and a camera. Like, my goodness. Just give me a glass. All right, friends. Here we go. Market's ready to open. Let's get going here. 5 seconds. And let's see where the action
Here we go.
is. There it is.
All right. Here's the opening bell. And I am hoping for some trades today. Again, I'm coming off of a no trade day yesterday. I'm not gonna just jump in. I don't think. I don't have any strong opinion on anything, Carlos. We're some stuff's going up, some stuff's going down. Semis look like they're going down as we open hood, and Riot are going up. MSTR is going down. So weird divergence there. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know where anything's going.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, SpaceX. Here we go. How about SpaceX?
That's what I'm looking at now as well. See if we got anything.
Hold on. Oh, where's my cursor? Problem when you have too much screen real estate, sometimes I lose the cursor a lot. All right. SpaceX. Where are you going, SpaceX? Oh, can't tell. Oh. Down to yesterday. I was busy trying to get. I know I was trying to get the market atlas going, and I was thinking of going short. And look at that. That would have been a great drop. Oh well, missed it. Darn it. Too slow.
Oh man.
Oh, my screen is frozen. Sorry. Hold on here. Maybe I'm just really good at staying still and smiling at you. There we go. All right, I'm back.
Wow, SpaceX, beautiful 1 minute engagement to the downside, and look at that drop,
Carlos.
Look at it go. SKHY.
Carlos.
It's a sell-off.
Andrew's going long NVIDIA, seeing if he can get a pop on it here. Oh, darn it. Why didn't I just jump in on SpaceX? Because I said I wasn't going to just do that. Jump in blind. But I like SpaceX for a short.
Space is good. MSTR also dropping. All right, gonna wait for a 5-minute RB. I try to get a 1-minute RB, but nothing's happening. Setting up at least. Let's wait for a 5-minute. Any kind of pullbacks here will be great. Space is good for a short. El Patron, yes. Look, it's gone, man. This is gone.
Yeah, I don't want to chase it down here.
Yeah.
It took out a bunch of orders. I see there's a lot of orders at 130 on SpaceX, so that looks like a place it might want to go to. Yeah, big order set at 130, but wow. AMD just dropped. NVIDIA's holding. Andrew's long NVIDIA. Hoping to get a move higher here. See what he could get. I wish I could figure out, Carlos, why in my head, why does my eye always go to the short plays? I love trading things short.
Yeah. Same way John always goes to the long place, right?
Yeah, that's, we each
love
have our
trading
specialty,
things.
I suppose.
Yeah. I don't see SKHY. I mean SpaceX. Beautiful drop. SKHY is pulling back. I was supposed to add oh, it is here. MRNA I put on the secondary list, and that's showing some strength this morning. So look at that little pop there. I didn't think they were going to trade so well this morning.
You know what? I wasn't watching them at all. Let's put them over here. Oh yeah, MRNA. Look at this.
Yeah, great pop this morning. I thought they were going to be a little bit choppier. Was my bet on it today. That's why I put them on the secondary list. But great day so far.
Well, Oracle is moving fairly aggressively. That was called out in the chat room. Looks like NVDA failed. Oh, Carlos. Well, once again, 2 days in a row now, I've got my first trade regret here on SpaceX.
Yeah, man. All right, SKHY is pulling back. Marcus feeling a little bit weak. SKHY right back to the VWAP. I might see a short opportunity. If it can reject off the VWAP here, I might take this short. But
Which one? Sorry, are you watching?
SKHY.
Oh,
heck, that rejection was fast. That rejection was really fast. Gave me no time to get in it.
Oh, that was fast.
Damn.
Look at that.
I mean, I literally looked at it. It was at 164, 166.40.
See that?
Looked at the SPY to make sure the SPY was not pulling up, and then look at this thing right back down. Wow,
yeah, see,
that was fast.
That's what I feel. That's what happened to me on SpaceX, right? I looked away to just look at the Atlas, and by the time I look back, look at that 931 candle on SpaceX. It just bam dropped, and I was like, "What the hell?" And like, then you don't want to chase it once it's made that much of a move.
You don't want to chase it here. I don't think we're gonna get a pullback anymore on this one.
Wow. Okay, well.
Dude, that was an 80 cents move. I think it's going lower. This is going to be one I regret. I'll tell you that right now. I knew it. I knew it. I said, I'm like, this is a great one. Carlos. If it rejects off a VWAP, go short. And wow.
We'll remind people again. I see the posting here. We're hosting a meetup. We haven't done meetups in a while, so there's going to be a Kansas City meetup for bearable traders. That's anybody can go. You don't have to be a member. If you're listening to us here on YouTube, we'd love to see you. Click on the link that's been posted in the comments. You can see that they're going to be meeting and sign up. Let's see here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and the Palm Tree Club in Kansas City. So those meetups are usually a lot of fun. You get to meet with other traders. Mike is going to be hosting that in Kansas City. So, yeah, join him.
That should be a lot of fun.
We'll have to get back. We used to do those a lot more regularly. I miss.
Yeah, I think that's what Mike wanted to kind of start it up again. So he wants to start with this one. He was talking about it like, let's start it up again. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He invited me to this one, but I can't go. My wife's got something that weekend, and I got the kids. Actually, she's gone Friday to Monday that week.
Oh.
Yeah. Is Avi still a moderator? No, he's not. He's not a moderator with BBT.
No, he's doing his own thing. Yeah. Which is good.
Hood, you guys called it out. Hood, possible high of day breakout is trying to get caught here.
Hood is popping up. Oracle still moving higher. MRNA had initial move. Looks like it's paused now. Andrew tried to chase MRNA here, and I think he got out of that. Now he's in Hood. He's chasing whatever's going higher. So Okay.
I think semis want to sell off today.
God, that
Next one I
initial
see
move on
that's
SpaceX would have been awesome.
yeah. Next one I see maybe Nvidia. Yeah, I'm going short Nvidia here, guys. I might be chasing a little. I might regret this. But I'm short Nvidia. Let's see if we could drop some of this. Oh, SPY, don't go up.
Yeah, Carlos. Well, the order book. Yeah, the order book's not bad.
Not
But yeah,
bad. I don't think it's a great setup, especially going against the VWAP here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, excuse me, against the previous day close.
Against the market. Yeah. Oh, well, if you could get down to the previous day close, I mean, that would be your low of day, right? So
yeah.
let's see what you get. All right, fingers crossed here for
Let's
Carlos's trade. Oh, you gotta fill at the bottom of that candle. I see why.
And that was not because it was a bad fill. That was me chasing it. That was I got in. Yeah, I got in on a horrible. Cannot blame Interactive Brokers for that one. That's on me. But SPY's turning around now, so that's not gonna help my situation.
That's not great. I mean, NVIDIA hasn't shown a lot of eagerness to go higher, but let's see what happens here. I assume your stop is just above the VWAP, right?
Yeah, it's just above the VWAP.
Come on.
50 cents.
It's getting very close now. Just come on, NVIDIA.
Now or never. It's got to use the VWAP as rejection. Hopefully it can.
Oh, the market
hopefully
is
with that,
rejecting
the market
a little
can
bit.
turn around. Yeah, that'd be great if it can.
Come on, NVIDIA.
Yeah,
no,
I'm out.
no.
I'm out.
Geez.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait around to see what happens. That was on me. That was on me. I shouldn't have chased it there. I should have not chased it. I knew it too. I'm like, don't chase this, but I still did.
Yeah.
All right.
If nothing else, that's good that you're able to acknowledge, hey, look, I shouldn't have probably chased that trade and jumped in as I did, right? So,
oh yeah.
It's a loss, but it is what it is.
Going in, I'm like, you shouldn't do this, Carlos. You still did it. Like, what the heck?
You're bored.
I know. I don't want to be bored. This is my last day too. I gotta just chill. And I'm having.
Well, that's all.
Yeah.
No, that's problematic too, right? Because you want to end on a high
is.
note. You want to sort of go into your vacation saying, "Oh, look at me,
I'm done." I'm back. Although I probably would trade a couple of days next week, maybe. But it's much different when you're doing the show and just trading. It is much different.
It's probably going to feel weird for you trying to trade without doing the show. It's
I'm gonna show up like 9:25. I got 9:25.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna come.
Right.
I miss CRCL. Let me see here. CRCL. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great pullback here on the 5-minute ORB. But let's see. I'm probably gonna take it a little bit easier because we had a great week. Even with yesterday's madness, we still had a great week so far. So I want to make sure I don't go mess that up. Logging into Discord, seeing what's going on here, friends. Let's check what's happening in our Discord chat. Right. Talking, chatting. There was a question earlier about the funded account, and I missed it. So if you're still on, you had a question about the funded account. Something about a winner. You won, and I can't remember. I was reading, and then we got caught off by something else. Caught our attention. Andrew's got a couple of good trades on the hood. That turned out nice. Breakout trades here. You could catch these over on Discord, friends. So here's his hood trade. Went long, added partial. That turned out pretty good. Using Market Atlas to be able to capture those entries. And
Hood was a good move actually. It got some momentum here, and made a good $6 move, I guess, from 100 up to 106. So that looks good.
Oh, Nick
Oh,
Mercurio.
Carlos.
$10,000 for Nick. Congrats, man.
I hate to tell you,
Uh,
Carlos.
I don't want. How bad is it? I haven't looked yet. Oh yeah. I
Just
had a feeling.
just had to mess with you.
Yeah, I came right.
Yeah.
Wow, right to my stop.
Right to your stop. Yep, I know.
Damn.
That's just insulting.
Yeah, this is no respect. You know, NVIDIA. This is why I trade SKHY instead. Because
Well,
you're just
and
disrespectful.
the thing is, if you hadn't chased the entry, you might have been able to hold just for a little bit longer just to see.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that goes with the trade. So
Or waited for an actual pullback, right? Waited for the retest here. We could have came back in here. Would have been a great entry. Well, you would never get the top. It's hard for me to do that the way I trade. But here, yeah, could get back in with a much better entry. Yeah, look at that. Like, look, he wants to break the previous day close. Hood is moving. Yeah, Hood is another one that did very well. MSTR is trying to break the VWAP now. High of day as well. We broke that already. MSTR is falling in line. So a lot of these are starting to head higher. Wow, congratulations to Nick, guys. $10,000 payout with the funded account. So he crushed it there. So congrats on that. Oh. All right, Hood made a lot of people's day. Awesome, guys. Get on Discord. Share these trades. I would love to see them.
Yeah, we'll share them with everybody if you're interested. We're getting a little bit of a bounce back here now. So look, if there's any consolation, NVIDIA didn't go down that far.
Yeah, I saw that just the previous day close and didn't really go nuts here.
Yeah.
Right. MSTR at the VWAP. Let's see if it can hold and push higher. This could be a good VWAP breakout. Tesla is horrible today. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad right now. Maybe it'll get better a little bit later, but yeah, it's pretty bad right now. MSTR. What's our stop here? 119.54. So that's 60 cents. No more. 1966. No, but it's failing right now. I'm trying to calculate my stop and my shares, but this is kind of failing at the moment. It's not really. Yeah, it's failing. We'll leave it alone. Maybe a false VWAP breakout. Let's see. MSTR did trade well all the way up to the VWAP, and now it's kind of trying to figure out what's next. All right. That's good. I like that. I'm seeing the in Discord chat. I'm looking at the some of the pictures and comments, and I love this one. This made me laugh because it does happen. Peter,
What are we looking at?
that's happened to me a couple of times. Oh my goodness. That made me laugh. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow, that's a lot of screens that guy's got. I thought I had a lot of screens.
Yeah,
That's he's got me. He's got me beat.
got you beat, man. Oh boy. All right, looking at
So
MSTR, possible breakout here, but again, fails. It's just struggling. This could be a good false VWAP breakdown, guys, because it keeps struggling. Comes below the VWAP, we get our signal. I'm probably going to try a short on this one. I am probably going to try a short. Yeah, it's 18 screens, right? 1, 2, 3. That's wild. Yeah, that's probably AI. That's probably not true. It's got to be AI. There's no way. There's no way. All right, MSTR. Here we go. MSTR. Yeah, I think this thing wants to break. Okay, I'm gonna try long MSTR. Yeah, you gotta give it, unfortunately, about $1 or take less shares. So I'm long MSTR for the break here. So give it enough room, take less shares. We could probably get $1 pretty, not easy. Nothing's easy in trading, but hopefully very comfortably on this breakout here. Has been as high as 123.35. Actually, no, higher, 127. Okay, so we got room to the upside as well. So 123.35 will be very happy. So, all right, long MSTR for the VR breakout. Let's see if we can get the move. And all looks good. I thought it was actually going to fail here. I still can, obviously. But I really thought it was going to fail here once it got rejected again. But managed to push higher. So let's see if we can get the movement. Increase my cursor size. It's a good way to do it. Increase the size, change the color, right? Because if you got white charts is white on white, so it's even harder to see. Apple, gray short on Apple. Man, we're missing a lot of good trades today. I mean, I didn't have Apple on my list, so I would have not watched it. But man, that would have been nice. MSTR. Let's see if we can hold the line. MSTR. We need to hold the line. Hold the VWAP. Dum, dum, dum. Nah, it's looking weak. Looks like it wants to sell off. Every time it comes down, you got a nice big drop. Yep, that's my stop. 119.88. Man, it is not my day or my morning. So stop down MSTR 119.88 was our stop. So we are out. I don't want me to look at NVIDIA. Oh my goodness. Wow. I was right. Wrong timing. Damn. Oh, Peter, I think you're on mute. We can't hear Peter. Can you guys hear Peter? Is he talking to us?
guys, I've been talking on mute this whole time again. Sorry.
Oh man.
I keep doing that. Yeah, I was saying I was thinking about when you were getting out about getting in on NVIDIA, but not seriously, admittedly. It
Okay,
wasn't really
okay.
a serious consideration, but I mean it is a shame when it just works, right?
Oh, man,
After
yeah,
that, but,
sucks. That sucks.
And MSTR
MSTR.
messed with you as well.
Yeah, came right to our stop.
Jesus.
I think we gave it enough room. We gave it $1. We gave it right below the VWAP.
Yeah.
That's usually where my stop is. You can't go lower than that. Then the risk reward is not going to work out. But 1950. That's where it's bouncing from.
All right. Well, if I'm going to get anything, it's going to be a little bit later of a trade. It looks like.
Yeah, the morning's not panning out too great. Besides Hood was awesome. If you had this trade on Hood, and I wasn't watching Hood, but look at the 5-minute engulfing. I didn't have it on my list, and the 5-minute engulfing on Hood is nice. That's pretty clear and clean there. So that could have been a great trade. Yeah, Tesla's bad today, man. Tesla is bad. That is but again, it's just for right now, right? After 11, 12, it can give you maybe some opportunities, but right now it is complete doo-doo. There's no question. There's no question.
Feel bad for Andrew, for Mike and his daughter.
Oh
His daughter's
yeah,
got some
saw that.
got some injuries.
Is he out for the
You know,
season? Or the actually depends what
no,
the
not yet. It
how
hasn't
this.
been
Yeah.
determined. So apparently, the X-ray was good, but now they got to go for an MRI. And whenever you get an injury like that, and if you're an athlete, like, and you know it could take you out for the whole season, that's the worst. I know my daughter when she got injured, devastated, just devastated, because that's her thing, man. It's her passion. It's what she wants to do, right? So she's in college, and you got all that stuff going on, but you want to play. And you know that, like, it's sort of, if you don't get to play now, you may never get to again. it's I just that amount of pressure is a little unfortunate, but I mean that's, I guess,
Yeah.
the reality of life, right? Especially if you're doing athletics. It's not like you can say, I'm going to take 10 years off and come back and do it. Trading, you could do that. Come back and do
Yeah.
this a few
You
years later. But
take that
when
many
you're
years off, you're so behind it.
Yeah, well, if you want to be a
Tough.
competitive athlete, like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
you just can't put it off. You get older, you just can't
Mhm.
do it anymore. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Unfortunately, it's one of those things we
yeah.
just gotta stick to it. But hope for the
Moderna's
best.
back
Hopefully,
up
it's not
to 150 here, guys. Look at that! Wow, Moderna and Hood looks like it's maybe peaked here in the short term. I wish there was volume up at the top. Then I would consider reversal here on Hood. Apple's not doing much.
MSTR's little glitchy problem might be common.
Yeah, Hood is just consolidating here. Let's Hood up on the screen. Well, Hood has top side orders. Okay, so he's maybe not done going higher.
What might not be done going lower is NVIDIA. Let's see if it can get lower. It's retesting the lows again. So a lot of orders seem more to the downside. So let's see if it does anything here. It's trying.
So there were a couple of trades today. Again, I regret missing SpaceX. Carlos had Nvidia, just sort of got
Just
hit
got
with the
wicked
bad
out, man.
entry. Yeah.
Wicked out.
Wicked out, yeah, which is, again, it happens. It's frustrating, but
Yeah,
it's
and I
part
usually
of
try to
trading,
weigh a little bit too, like, cause I don't have limit orders, right? So I'm like hitting the button.
right?
I usually try to weigh a little bit because this happens a lot where it comes up and then slams back down. But it took a while. Like it lasted too long. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, it's not coming back down. We gotta hit the button, and so I'm proud of that. Out of every trade you have, there's gonna be something you're proud of. There should be, right? So I'm proud of that. You know what? You
yeah,
didn't. You
yeah,
got out. I know it sucks, but you got to be able to get out of the trade because if you don't, eventually it's gonna catch up with you when it goes the other way. But
right.
man, this sucks. And I think it's gonna drop low. It feels like it's gonna drop lower. Let's see if it doesn't hold here. Um, let's see what happens. SoFi PDH. Let's check SoFi. Wow, SoFi again with a very active day here. This time to the upside. It gapped up yesterday, sold off complete today. It's going the other way. Nice. SoFi's doing some stuff. MSTR. Eventually, they could become a nice VWAP breakdown. Although the entry is not as clear. New user, what's going on? I think people got to wait. Oh, Tesla. Look at that. Look at Tesla go.
Oh yeah, Tesla's getting a sudden move.
Yeah, this is brutal, right? You've been trying to get the breakout above 350 here. Probably got stopped out here, maybe here, and now it just says see ya. That's tough. 355.24 is the next level I have here. Let's see if we can get there. That's off daily. Yes, off the daily. So let's see if we can get up there. I don't see anything. SKHY, SpaceX. MRNA 150. Look at INTC. INTC is again wrapped itself around the VF for a little bit, back down. And nothing I love on it yet. Apple.
Tesla.
How's our Max 7 doing?
Let's see what we got on Tesla. 355. Pick up those orders, and then we might have a reversal if we can get enough volume as it hits the 355 orders. Here we go. There's the 355 orders. They're loading it to the top side a little bit.
Wow. All right, Tesla hitting 255. Are you thinking short on this? What are you thinking?
No, I was, but there's not. I don't see any build of orders on the downside. If there was orders building in the Atlas below the price, then I would. But Carlos, at this moment, I'm not seeing that. So it looks like Tesla actually might want to continue higher. I don't know though. It's really hesitating here. It's not a great setup for me. All right, what do we got? Moderna is trying to test the high of day again. What is that high of day? 151.30. Boy, MSTR really messed with that VWAP breakthrough, right? It just broke back down and
yeah. Nice rejection there. Let's see if it can break this 118.27. I was expecting that to happen here once it was failing. And I mentioned that, hey, maybe a VWAP breakdown if it can't hold up here. But when it came back up here, it looked like, okay, maybe it has an opportunity to break. And nope, failed again. And you can see the drop here.
oh.
SKHY.
Yep. See, there you go. That's why you don't chase Tesla unless it looks good. So just set a new high of day. So it's still moving higher. It's good. All right. Let's see, Carlos. What else we got going on here right now?
I don't
It's
see
another
much, man.
Another not great day. I was hoping for a little bit more. Not giving up hope yet, but again, at least this feels more like Wednesday than it feels like yesterday. Yesterday there was virtually nothing moving. Wednesday we had a few good offerings.
Yeah,
you just had to be in the right thing. So Hood end up being a good mover. MRNA, not bad. It did it in two spurts, if you will, two moves. Tesla's made this one move here, and of course SpaceX on the way down. So
Wow, Tesla is doing its thing, friends. Tesla is going.
yeah.
Steven, that happens sometimes. Yeah. So um that
Yep.
happens.
That absolutely happens. Absolutely,
Yeah.
right? You get these days where like everybody's like, "This is awesome," and I'm thinking, "Why am I having such a horrible day?" And there's other
Yeah.
days where like I'm having a great day, and everybody's saying how bad it is. So it's just perspective. It depends on what you're seeing and what you're
How you're
able to take advantage
trading,
of, isn't it?
strategy, what
Yeah.
stock you had on watch. I mean, it depends on a lot, right? So yes, don't give back money on Fridays. Fridays is tough. There's something special about Friday. You want to trade well on Fridays. Um, so if you made some money, don't give it back. SpaceX trying to break through here. The VWAP, let's see if it can actually hold. Yeah, watching the right things on the right days is pretty hard. Agreed. And it's much harder when, like today we came in, there was not a lot that looked great. When a lot looks great, out of the 5 things, 6 things you're watching, you're probably going to catch 2 that are going to do really good and match up nicely with your strategy. But when you're, like we were this morning, fishing, like hunting for things to put on the watch list, that's not usually a good thing,
Huh.
right? For me at least, right? When I have a
Right.
couple things that look pretty active, pretty exciting, there's a chance that at least one of those is gonna give me a nice good shot, or maybe 2. And there are days when you start bad, but at least if you have your watch list ready, sometimes we get days where we have nothing and the market opens. Usually the market trends and it provides a lot of opportunities on the stuff that you're watching that even didn't look great. So so many different things, man. You can't just put it on one. So many different things. You just never know. Can't pin it on just one little thing there. SKHY, garbage, garbage today. Tesla was garbage. You guys are calling Tesla doodoo and all this crazy comments, and it has become one of the best trades in the last
Yeah.
25 minutes. I mean, look at this go. Myself included. I was like, this is garbage. And look, garbage has turned to gold. 359. Just nonstop. Non-stop. Nothing I like near the VWAP. AMD looks like wants to go lower. Nothing on site, friends. SpaceX trying to recover into the green. SKHY. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see nothing that I love. Tesla is a beautiful thing. Let's see what it does here. 359. This is another daily level that we had. Again, they're getting into this gap.
Look at
They're
this thing
getting
go.
nicely into this gap. They're halfway through it. So great breakout today. I know a lot of people would love to see 370 on this thing fairly soon. Kind of cover some of these really.
370. We're getting a little ambitious.
Yeah, well, now it's pretty soon. Like I'm saying, like in the next couple of days. So if people are like swing trading or holding long term, I know John and some other people are holding long term. Hopefully they didn't get out here on this drop, depending on their entry. Look at that. We're back. Trying to get back.
368.60. Wow, that's a big level right there. 368.60 on the daily on Tesla's sort of the low that we hit back in June 26th and on July the 20th. So maybe at the end of each month, we're going to hit that level. Now we're going to hit it from in August here, coming up from below. I don't know. Got to get through 360 first. See if we get a whole big amount of volume. That could be a good reversal on Tesla, but I'm worried it's going to stop short here. But all right, still watching Tesla.
You guys want to see some Atlas levels? We could do that. Let's take a look. What do you guys want to see? SpaceX.
I want to see levels.
Got some levels.
Want to see coin. So
all right, we'll do that one next.
Right, MRNA or some of the requests. Yeah, I mean I've got that on a screen here too. I can.
Here we are. SpaceX right now. Zoom out a little more. So you got a ton at 134, 132 towards the bottom. I mean, I don't know. This looks pretty evened out though. I don't see a huge demand one way or the other. Let me see, get closer. Yeah, I don't know. I quickly looking at it, you really got to look at all the numbers, but I don't see there's not a big demand long or short here. So this can go either way. You know, there is, if you want to get nitty gritty and get picky, yes, there is more to the upside, but there's a bunch to the downside, 8,000, 6,000, you know, so actually the downside looks more closer than the upside right now. So you might get pulled down a little bit before we start going for these big numbers. So, it's changing pretty fast here. Oh, 10,000 now. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. 9,000, 4,000. Yeah, so.
Hold on.
What's the chart doing? What's oh, we're selling down. Okay, so. But, you know, I noticed that, Peter, when you get to certain levels, the VWAP, if you stay close, you start to see this kind of indecision that's happening, right? So you're near the VWAP still on this one. And I got to say, though, it does look, to the downside, looks a little bit more bearish at the moment. So, but again, I look at these numbers, the top 14, 5, 10. You know, you got a lot of big numbers up there. All right, what's the other one we had? Somebody wants to see coin.
Coin, yeah.
Look at coin. Coin. No, not that coin. Regular coin. Well, I can't pull up regular coin. Oh, sorry. I got select stocks. There we go. Here is coin. All right, see what coin has for us today. I'll pull up the chart over here as we look at that. All right, coin, and here we get the big picture first. Yeah, it definitely looks more bullish. Coin has little volume, huh? Yeah, it looks more bullish at the moment. You got 188 with 1327, so it's changing right now a little bit, but it does look more bullish. Not a lot of orders on coin though. You guys see what it does at this 188, because 188 does have quite a bit, 3300. So it looks like it was want to dig into this. If it can get rid of that and then head higher, great. But if it gets rid of that and you know, things start moving lower, 187.30, this can get pulled down. So let's see what it does. I know it's dropping now to 187 in the charts. Let's see if the orders come in and show us a clearer picture. Maddie says, don't look at NVIDIA. I won't pull it up. Yeah, coins, A little bit harder to read. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to read. It's very little volume compared to other stocks, but yeah, I know the stock is dropping now, but this demand is not like significant to the downside compared to the upside. So although it can pull down a little bit here, it can pull back. I mean, it won't shock me if it's back up. So it won't shock me because this demand is not like that strong compared to the upside. And now you're seeing some build up here to 2,500, 1,000. Yeah, so be careful on that one. All right, let's see. And sometimes, guys, when the signal is flat, you know, you can still trend. Like when you're not getting a big demand up or down, you can still go higher. There's just not a big pool of information coming from the level 2. Let's see what else we have. Hood. What else you guys want to see? No, Hood is different. Hood had a great move. MRNA. That's a good one. We'd love to see what MRNA is doing. How much is Atlas in Canadian? I'm not sure what it is in Canadian, but I believe it's 1 and change. I gotta look at it. I gotta look at it here in a second. I don't want to give you wrong information. MRNA looks bullish right now. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks bullish. Looks like it wants to go here. It looks like we just broke through 155, looks like. So that looks very bullish, 155. Now you're starting to see some orders build here, but look, 156 still going. Let's zoom out a little more because this thing moves fast. So I got to zoom out much more to see a bigger. Yeah, 157. Like they're trying to catch up here, but this thing is moving. Yeah, it looks bullish right now. Especially after I break it to that 155. What does the stock look like? Let's see here. Let's go to MRNA. What do we got? Oh, yeah. It's just going. So this was the 155 break that we just saw. And 157, you have some orders. You got some orders at 158. So, yeah, you got very little to the downside. A lot of it's to the top. So, like even with this pullback, you still got 158. Go ahead.
Just this Tesla. I wanted to take a reversal short on it, but I was waiting for it to hit the 360 and at least take those orders out. And look where it got to 359. What is the high here? 86. So came within the spread. The spread was the only difference at 14 cents. Yikes. Oh well.
Yes. MSTR. Tesla, nice. SpaceX. Oh, SpaceX, nice rejection. Back down. And how about Apple, Microsoft, AMD? Oh, AMD, nice drop on AMD. Very good. And what is this? NVDA. Yeah, I mean, this would have been a great trade. Would have made us wait a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, would have made you wait, but
this is a long way. It's a long consolidation period here. But still, I would have been in it because it doesn't come up to the.
Yeah.
I would probably use the previous day close or my break even. Definitely a partial here. I'm sorry, not a partial. Reduction in risk. Here, and here for sure. This one little wick. That's all it takes sometimes, guys. That one little wick. MSTR, and I just don't see anything that I can join in. MRVL is tanking. MRVL. Oh, MRVL, that is beautiful. Engulfing on the daily. You can see a nice drop here. That is nice. Came out of nowhere, huh? I mean, it's been dropping all morning, but did not have it on the radar. Average dollar risk, Joshy boys, it's not a lot, man. We're not doing Andrew numbers. We're between 2 and 250s usually, right? I try to keep the risk the same, but it's nothing crazy like what Andrews is doing here. And it's not that much compared to some of the other younger moderators, right? You got younger moderators that can risk a lot more. I can't risk that much, I gotta stay within the limits. If I was younger and I didn't have kids, yeah, I'll be risking way more. But now it's just like, it's like you're driving. Like my driving has definitely gotten much slower. I don't drive the way I used to. My wife, I think, drives more aggressive than I do. I'll be on the right lane. I'll be all the way in the right lane, and I'm just chilling, relaxing.
Yeah.
She's like, why are you on this lane? Everybody goes in and out. Get on the middle lane. I'm like, oh, yeah. Then she's like, now here you gotta do this. I'm like, no, listen, you want to drive? You want to drive? Because that's not the way I drive. I drive very chilled. That's it. I retire, drive very chilled. I don't drive like I used to.
She's got that hot Latin blood,
She does, man. She does. I had it, but I'm just like, that's it. Got kids. What are you gonna do? You're gonna race the other Honda Odyssey? Like, what are you gonna do? Gonna race the other soccer dad, soccer mom? So relax, take it easy.
Just chill out.
That is it. MRNA. Yeah, Joshua, but it's a good, comfortable spot to be in. So if you're in that, within that, you're gonna have some good days, and when you do lose, it's not something you cannot easily come back from, because that's the key. You got to be able to lose and easily come back from it. And if you can't, then that equity curve starts looking really messy. And there's so many things to that too, like everybody's goal is a little bit different, right? Some people are trying to grow their account, some people are trying to extract from their account on a regular basis. So everybody's goal is different. I think people that are just trying to grow their account, can tend to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess. Age has a lot to do with it. What is your goals? But if you're withdrawing from your account, then I think it becomes a little bit, you want to be stable. You want to be able to do that at the end of whatever you decide to do, right? So all depends, man. All depends on what your goal is. Without this community dropping knowledge daily, I would have destroyed my account a long time ago. I agree with that, man. Having a community definitely helps. Definitely helps. There's no question. So I'm glad that's working for you. I can't drive chill. I zone out and fall asleep. Yeah, I don't know. On road trips, I put jazz music on. I'm like, because they can't take it. I put jazz. I'm like vibing, and my wife's like, "You put this on?" I'm like, yeah, you guys need to go to sleep. Oh, you guys. 30 minutes in on a long ride, they're all loud. I'm like,
Really?
Yeah.
I want to put
some
jazz.
Put some chill jazz. Oh, Peter, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh right. Man, it's some. I listen to a lot of jazz by the fire too. Put some jazz by the fire and just relax, right? Watch the sunset. Oh, it's a beautiful thing, man. There's nothing more relaxing than that right there. Have a good weekend, Carlos and Peter. You guys are great. Good call on Hood. I'm off to play golf now. Enjoy yourself, Kicks Paris. Enjoy yourself, man. Have a good outing out there for your tea time. Not a big fan of jazz, but I can go for Carlos' vibe. Yeah, no, I was not a big fan either. I'm like, oh, this sounds a little kind of boring. But you know what? If you listen to it, it's actually pretty nice. Actually pretty nice. An NCAA hockey player says he just got back from golf. Awesome, man. Early run. Well, it depends where you're located. If you're in the East Coast or West, definitely early run. If you're in Europe, not so much. SpaceX back above the VWAP, SKHY, Tesla. Yeah, I'm starting my vacation a little bit early today. I think this is it. I'm a huge jazz fan. I put a trombone shorty on and a nice road trip to New Orleans. Nice. There you go. There you go. Demi knows what's going on.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't go chasing any of this stuff. I'm
Really?
watching a Tesla here, and it didn't go down that far. Looks like it might come back up and retest 360. I was watching Moderna to see if it was setting up for a reversal up here as well. It also came back and retested and set a new high. Only Hood sort of hit the high, came back and tested and dropped a little bit, but I wasn't in a trusting mood after the other two failed.
We need Carlos Jazz background music for the show. Yeah, man. I mean, I listen to everything. I listen to a lot of stuff, and time and place for everything.
I'm trying to picture you in your Explorer vibing down the highway to some jazz music.
Oh yeah, oof, awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And now, listen, and everything. Like I've been in the car, with my kids, my two daughters, and my son, and I'll blast some, K-pop, because my daughters love that stuff, And the other day we were. It was like some Taylor Swift. It was like the most girly song you can possibly think of. It's a great day. It was not hot, so we got the windows down. We're in the local roads, and I'm pumping. Like, look at this guy pumping some girly Taylor, and I don't care, man. It was a great song. My kids are loving it. I'm just like, hey, this is what it is.
Yeah, if they're happy.
They're happy. I'm happy. This is, oh, man. Okay. Yeah, found the plot. No, I'll let you know if I think a song is great, whether I think it's girly. I'll let you know. Like I have no no shame letting you know. Yeah, I like that song. So I don't know. I'm not shy.
Tesla just popped through 260 quite aggressively. 260,
nice,
150
nice.
now. Should have maybe just taken it long, but look at this move.
Absolutely. Yeah, having daughters is great. Like, who's going to tell me something when they see the two girls in the back? They're like, okay, yeah, I see why he's doing that. They can't tell me nothing. I'm blasting some
little did they know
sync or back. Like, inside my head, I know all the words. I'm like,
yeah. Just don't look at clear his phone. It's Carlos's happy mix.
Yeah.
And this is like,
this is happy mix. Oh, man. Awesome stuff.
That's funny.
All right. MSTR back at the VWAP, SpaceX back at the VWAP, SKHY. Our list is just not providing anything sustainable. Look at MRNA. Tons of orders at 160. This thing wants to break.
You know what?
I knew it.
You know what you? Oh, Carlos, I just
Ultimate.
looked at the wrong stock.
What's that? NVIDIA?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna regret that one for a while. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. Yeah, 214.
Yeah. See, you were right.
66.
You were right. Just the timing was just slightly off. Just slightly off.
Yeah. And from the beginning, right? Because I said I shouldn't chase this. Maybe I would, if I would have gotten an entry here, I could have maybe survived this a little bit. Yeah, I probably would have survived this. Or by not messing up the trade, by not getting in here, not having this stop out, maybe I would have taken this opportunity, right? And it's just just a shame. You get stopped out by a wick.
It is a shame.
Man, this is $3 from my entry. Holy smoke! 2.5. Damn, that's a lot,
right?
I didn't even realize how where the entry was dollar wise. I'm just realizing that now. This is 217.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Damn, yeah, that would have been a hell of a trade.
Come on, guys, give us some likes here, and we can give away some free stuff.
Let's give away some free stuff. Let's make it happen. It's Friday. Why not?
Might as well. It's a Friday.
Yeah. Give something away to you guys. You guys here hanging out, listening to us. Why not? You deserve it.
I think I got to go back next week to remind myself of. Remember what I said a couple weeks ago? I wanted to be more aggressive. Gotta be more aggressive. I think because I think
you did well when you came back with that mindset.
Yeah. Took a day or two to settle in, but I gotta remember it. I came in this week and I forgot again. So.
Ammo piano genre. I never heard of that. I'll check that out. That's the great thing about Apple Music and having the everything just available to you, right? Because if you didn't have that, you're not opening up. You're not going to the store. Back in the days when you go to the music store, you're not picking up a jazz CD. It's just not doing that now.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Let me just click on this. Oh, let me just click on that.
Yeah.
It opens you up. So that's a great thing about that's a amazing thing about technology. I mean, unlimited songs just available to you. That is awesome. Yeah, Candy, I love my Apple Music too, but I think Spotify is better. Now, I'm already paying for the Apple Suite, so I'm not going to pay for another one, right? But Spotify, man, their selection is really good. I think it's better than Apple. But I love my Apple, don't get me wrong, but I think Spotify is better. Because sometimes I'll go in there and I'll listen to it with the ads and everything. And the tracks they select, I'm like, damn, these are good. The suggestions are great. Especially with Spanish music. When we put our get-togethers and we do some reggaeton or bachata, and their selection on Spanish is definitely better. I actually have YouTube Music, but I have not tried it. Oh yeah, that's the thing. People feel like they still have to own the music. You could buy it. You could go into iMusic and buy it, and it's yours, and it's downloaded into your thing, whatever. I just don't know if people are doing that. I don't know if people are doing that. Who buys CDs? Anybody? Are you buying CDs for any artists you like, or are you going to the store to buy a CD? I don't think nobody's doing that anymore. That artist lost. It's lost. Doing an audiobook. Nah, man, that's Peter's voice. Peter's got the podcast audiobook voice.
I've always wanted to try reading an audiobook, right? I think it would be good to voice over an audiobook one time. Like
Yeah,
I'd love to
you should do it,
I'd
man.
love to do a Lee Child Reacher book, but they got a guy for that, so or
Yeah,
something. Some action book. Carlos, totally random here. Hold on.
yeah.
Did I send it on Snapchat? Damn it. Maybe I sent it on Snapchat.
For me,
Which means it's gone. Uh, oh yeah, I did. I did. So it's gone. I wanted to ask you about this because I sent this thing to my
yeah.
kids, and hold on here. See if it's still here. Sometimes the things are still here. Sometimes they're not. Uh, it's about chip flavors. I was in the I was in like the in a gas station and I saw all of these chip flavors and I'm like, has the world gone too far with this?
Mm.
And actually I don't even know where it went now. Hmm. Yeah. Doesn't look like I still have it anymore. But like the chip flavors were, Carlos, everything from in Canada we got ketchup chips. That's a long established favorite. But they had like like I don't know, it was like piri piri chicken and like it was I can't even remember them. It was
Now,
like a whole
now, have you
series of
tried any of these, or do you like
really
them, or
no, I
okay?
had late hold on. Um, but it felt like I'm like, what are we doing? Like it just felt too much. Hold on here. I gotta see if I can find them.
Yeah, while Peter looks for that, Tesla, yeah, man, coming right back to the VWAP, um, to hit 361.65, and now has deteriorated down to the VWAP, still up pretty good, 3%. Let's see what it does there. It's trying to get to the VWAP. We also got this level 355.24, which by the time it gets, I think the VWAP will also be right in this area. Let's see. Ketchup chips. Well, we have barbecue chips, Alex. I like the barbecue chips. Had some. I think it was like some last weekend or something. They're good, man. They are. I actually like the barbecue chips. Not bad. Not bad. So ketchup chips, I haven't tried them. Um, but if the barbecue chips are good, I could imagine the ketchup chips might be
These
good.
were these were like way out there flavors. Like they were just like a Tesla. See Tesla.
Yeah, yeah.
Tesla's
Back
messing
down.
with me today. I'm trying to catch Tesla here, but it's yeah, it's not working out for me today.
SoFi pulling back
MRNA.
as well.
Probably MRNA's got these orders up at 160. You said ketchup? Yeah. Uh,
Mm-mm-mm.
maybe they weren't Lay's. What was the other? Hmm. They had a NBA sponsorship. Ruffles.
RVL, yeah, that's another
Alright.
we were watching. You found them, Peter?
Sorry?
You found them?
No, I'm trying. Because
You
I know
remember
they
one
had
of the
like
weird flavors, like I don't know, pork roast or something. Like what what did you? What was the flavor? I'm curious now.
Also, I'm trying to remember that because I know they had like a bunch of athletes on the bags. Oh no, it was just bugging me now. Now I just have to find it because like maybe
Oh, here we go. We have trades from John, my good buddy. John said he tried to join earlier. I wonder if he I didn't see him log in. Did you see him log in, Peter? When we were saying
no.
talking about calling in?
Yeah, no, I saw that too that he said he'd logged in, but
I didn't see
I
him.
didn't hear him. I
Okay.
normally would hear him, so
Yeah, you were hearing through the Zoom. That would have been cool. That would have been
so here's
cool.
yeah, so it was Lay's. It was Lay's, and it was their FIFA inspired. Okay, hold on here.
FIFA inspired. Oh, this should be fun.
They had this whole series of chips, and the flavors were like. So yeah, Lay's chips. Here are the different FIFA inspired chip flavors here. Uh, Manchengo. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what
Brazilian
that is.
pecana. English bangers and mash. In a chip? I mean, isn't it already bangers? Because it's like, or the mash. Anyways, it's chip. I guess that's not too much of a stretch. But anyways, Mexican taco, American barbecue ribs, Canadian poutine flavors. Like I feel like they're going too far. They have French cheese souffle. Why do I want cheese souffle chips?
Yeah, that
Anyways,
was weird. These are weird.
yeah. Uh, bacon poutine, steak and chimichurri. Lionel Messi's steak and chimichurri chips. I don't know. I mean,
Somehow
did
people
he get?
bought this stuff.
I don't know. Like it seems like they're going too far with some of these flavors. I don't know. Anyways, I'm
Wild.
doing this because
That's
I'm
wild.
not finding. I'm not getting my trades here today.
Yeah, I think I'm also uh done for today as far as trading goes. But let's show you what trades took place here in our community and with our moderators. So the first one we have Paris. Oh, Paris, look at this. The timing on Tesla is just beautiful. So he went long here, partial out. He might have added again here, partial out again, right? Maybe all out here. I'm not sure, but nevertheless, he got in again or added, and then look at the parceling here. I mean, very, very nice. Now, I know Paris, you're saying, wow, it's a lot of parcels, but he trades big size. So I know that these parcels are very, very worth it when he gets to move $1 or two. So, man, incredible. Good stuff. We should hear Paris in the chat room. I think he comes on at 11 in chat. He's probably going to be saying, I love you, Tesla, quite a bit today. So, great work. Call that nice breakout on Tesla. Here's John. John, last time I parceled, it's been 84 years. John does not parcel. In, out, didn't work. Back in, this time sees the volume and gets the breakout all the way. Yeah, his target was 360. See, this is good. This is good. 360 waited there. That was his target. Man, I'll be so nervous here. Here, I'm crying tears if if I haven't partial and this thing is here. But John, this is what he does, man. He believes in his stuff. His strategy works out nicely. Look at that. Pays off. And we see this over and over and over again. So it's Very nice. All right, Harvey, long hood, long, got stopped out, got back in when the setup came again, and this time got the breakout. Another one that was pretty well today was hood, who was very, very clean. Arun Kumar, Arun Kumar is a circle of internet, got in, adding into his position, then getting the breakout, parceling into strength, adding some more, and taking off some more. So great stuff there. Nicely done. Salim, our good buddy, MRNA in, and then parceling as it made the move higher. Man, 3 stocks that traded well. Hood, MRNA, and Tesla. Tesla's a little bit after, but Hood, MRNA, all traded really nice here. Circle of Internet as well. It was a couple, but these are not on my list today. So there was a couple that did very good early on that were not on my list, unfortunately. MRNA being one of them. It wasn't the secondary list, unfortunately. Now the primary, long, partial, added, and then long into strength as well on this one here. Max Hood, it took a long high of day breakout, added to it, and then partialing as he went higher, added some more. Partial, I still think he still might be in it, depending what time this is. I cannot tell on the charts, but good stuff for Max. Glenn Hood, adding into his position, then parceling out as it went higher there. So a lot of people traded Hood today. Andrew traded Hood today, so I know in chat they got that signal as well from the man himself. MRNA adding here on a, oh no, sorry, got in here on the high of day breakout, maybe 1 minute ORB, added some more, and then partialed towards 155. So good stuff there. Andre Hood also adding, parceling, sorry, add partials, add, and stopped out there. Great move on Hood this morning. There you have it, guys. A lot of people trading Hood, and that was the one that Andrew traded. His orders probably in Discord. Let me go check. I'll run over there and pick up the Discord. And you can always come here to Discord. You can go check. You can join, guys, completely free. Link is right up there. I think Andrew put it. So join our Discord chat. A lot of stuff happening there. We'll head over to strategies and or market chat. Here's where everybody's putting in their trades. Harris, very nice. MRNA, that's Andrew's trade there. Excellent. Yeah, a lot of really cool trades here as well. Definitely take a look at that. Sarah, thank you for the donation. DJT is over 50%. Crypto is barely up. How's that? DJT. DJT's time is running out, man. These guys, they got what, 2 years left, 2.5. Once Trump is out of office, these guys are, you can short the crap out of this. There's no reason for this to be up here. It's only because the president's name is on it. But once he's out of it, this thing is done. So they had their day in the sun here, 2024. You can see the huge spikes up. Now it's just dwindling down. So yeah. No, they're not a direct crypto stock. They have a lot of other stuff in it, but I know they started to do their own coin thing, if I'm not mistaken. So they're involved in a lot of little things. One of them being, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they were getting into some crypto or doing their own coin. I can't remember. He was short of himself. Oh yeah, whatever it takes to make money, he'll short his own stock. Why not? Trump is like whatever he can make a deal. He's a deals guy, right? And Your Fire was all about making deals and all this stuff. The reality show. So yeah, he's probably short from like 150, 36. Who knows? All right, what else we have? What else we got? Yeah, these things usually don't work out well. Alibaba, what's we got going on? Sold off pretty nice today. Sold off pretty nice today. SpaceX, MSTR, back above the VWAP. Anyone pay? Joshy boy, no way, man. Who's paying for that? The only people that are gonna pay for that are people that already have an algo system that they can embed that in, right? Nobody's paying 100K. There's no retail consumer is gonna pay 100K, to get the true social insider trading, and that's per month, right, or something like that. I think it's per month. Nobody's paying that. Yeah, unless you already have invested some serious amounts of dollars in like an algo type system computers, then yes, you want your computer to beat the other algo computers. You definitely want to pay for that, and you probably are making enough to pay for that if you have such an elaborate system that can react so quickly to things, right? And with a couple of penny moves, you're making a bunch of money. That's how algos work. They don't need to move from 90 to 150, right? They can make money with smaller moves. So time matters, right? Being first matters. I can see someone like a firm or something like that paying for that if it's already in place. Because what's going to happen is that information is going to get leaked. No, it's going to get leaked somehow. Somebody's going to leak it. Something's going to happen. It's going to get leaked. And, we'll get it just a couple of minutes later. But again, the algos will have already reacted to all of this. So we will get our signals from the massive amounts of shares being traded in the volume. That's where we get our signals from the scanners, right? And we usually are never first to the move. Like if you look at a lot of these moves, especially like pre-market or whatever, you're never first. By the time we look at it, the majority of the orders have already gapped up or moved the stock. We're looking to trade the reaction, trade the volatility that happens next. But you as a retail trader are rarely, if ever, going to be first. And that's okay. We work within the system. We work within the system that is built. If you try to go in there and beat the system will crack you. Now, if you go in there and try to work with the system, then that can work a little better. You're mute, Peter. I see you laughing.
Oh, I keep doing that. Yeah, the system will break you, eh?
Oh, the system will break you. Walk in there and work with the system. Work with the system. That's already in place. Oh. Tesla to the VWAP, bouncing from there. MSTR breaking out of the VWAP. Have been broken, now I'm rebuild faster and stronger. Sometimes that's what it takes. Right? Batman came back strong when they broke his back. I don't know how he did it, but they broke his back and he came back better and stronger. Yeah, sometimes that needs to happen. That needs to happen. Destroy and rebuild. That's what I'm gonna do to this computer. I'm gonna not destroy, but I'm gonna rebuild it for sure, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it goes well. All right, let's look at some trading setups before we hand it off to our good buddy Eamon. Some trading setups brought you from Trading Terminal. Look at this one. I like this one. It's nice. Got the classic here. You know, got 3 screens, very nice, and got the laptop. So awesome stuff.
Yeah, I have to
Ooh.
do that. I'm gonna do that right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna take
man.
a picture.
This is that one. Wow, that's a lot. And a couple of watch lists down here. This is a lot of screens. But you know what? This sometimes works for people, right? They know exactly what they're scanning. They know exactly what they're looking for. I can see John doing something like this because John has something similar. Maybe not as much stickers, but same thing. He knows what he's looking for. Half day breakout. So when you have a strategy, this can work and it's great. So for example, if you're looking for half day breakout, but like half of these are selling off, well, you're not focusing on those, right? Cut the list in half, and then the ones you don't like, you don't look good. Next thing you know, you only really have 6 you're looking at. So I get this. It can work in certain situations. That's one of them where this can work, and this is the main trading setup here. So nice. It can work. It can work. Right. Wait, Andrew's posting these? Is this Andrew's? Oh, somebody probably sent this to Andrew. All right, so that's good. Look at this one here. Nice 3 monitors setup. I think this is a sweet spot. 3 monitors. Got the one up here for Market Atlas. Great. I like this. What is this? Careful what when you send your pictures, guys. I'm gonna look at the stuff that's not.
Did
I'm
somebody
gonna
say
look.
something they shouldn't have?
Yeah, so be careful. I haven't seen it yet, but if you send something, I'm going to look and zoom in into areas that maybe you don't want me to. So make sure your pictures are clean. But this looks like a scuba diving helmet. Like, what is this? Who is this? We need to know more information on this here. I don't know what that is. It's got the old school speakers going. Very nice. But what is this? Peter, do you know what this is?
No.
Is that a samurai? Are these eyes over here? Oh, this is like one of those doomsday survival helmets from like Silo or something. I got to figure this out. We need more information. Time travel machine. It's got like a little lens here. Great setup, but we need info here. All right, good stuff. Who's this? Jono. We gotta respond back to Jono and find out what's more on that. Oh, is that Fallout? Okay, here it is. Fallout game helmet. Okay. Got it. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, I knew it was like some kind of scuba dive, something with that. All right, cool. That's awesome. Tom said I got the stream deck going here.
Whoa, that's a lot of great charts there, Glenn. What the heck?
Charts.
Or is it because it's all black and white? Here, I posted I posted my setup, Carlos.
Where's yours? Where did you post it here?
Yeah.
Oh, here's Peter.
You can see. Look at it.
What's the new monitor? Is it this one here? Oh, these are big, Peter.
I know.
Is that it? Right there?
Actually, no, that's the older one. The new one is the one on the left of that. So.
This is bigger though, right? Or is this the same size?
No, they're both the same size.
This one for some reason looks bigger for some reason.
Yeah, maybe.
But okay.
No, they're the same size. So I got those. That's what I'll be trading off of next week as we run the show off of that. And then I've got my old setup are the other 6 monitors on the desk. So we got a lot of stuff going on in this room. A lot of monitors to look at.
Yeah. You got the stream deck there, good to go. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. All right. Peter's setup's good to go. Who's laughing? Alex RD. Laughing at this.
He's laughing
at this toilet setup. Oh my goodness.
The toilet setup. Well, you know, then you never have to leave, I guess.
Never have to leave, or just make sure you're dumping your bad trades right in there. I don't know. Either way, it works. All right, let's do one more. Let's do two more, and then we'll wrap it up here. Who's this one here? This is TT Max. How many books from BBT members do I have? Okay, where are they? I can't see the BBT books. They're hidden there somewhere. Do we win something?
There somewhere.
Do we win something if we find out?
You got to identify that. It's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah, that's what I feel like I'm doing here. Oh, this one. That's BBT color. I can tell you that much. One there. See why he would not put them together. He has them all over the place. I guess so. This one there. He did that on purpose.
Yeah.
All right. But for the setup itself, very nice here. Here's his laptop. And
There's one, yeah. Psychology 2, 3. I think I see 3 on the bookshelf.
Okay.
Oh, I see an old classic in there too. I got one of those. Yeah, so one
Is
shelf
this a
seems
thing?
to have most of them on.
People are just
What's
putting these. I'm not sure if they're using that in Canada, but they're taking these things. They're putting it on the windshield of their cars. Are you guys doing that? Is that a thing now?
Oh,
My daughter took one of hers, a pink one, and put it right in my car in the front. So I got a pink one of these little things in the front, like emojis. So yeah, and I started to see other cars do it too. I'm like, all right, is this a thing? So weird stuff.
I don't know. I have a very as you might imagine, I've got a very strong opinion about people that like to glue things onto their dashboard or hang a lot of stuff
Peter,
from the rearview mirror.
Careful now.
I know.
You're talking about the Jeep drivers when they put the stickies, the little ducks. Don't offend the Jeep drivers. You know this could be worse than politic conversation.
There are certain vehicles where it's more prevalent. I will agree. Jeep drivers is one of them, and then anybody that likes to drive those like the new Volkswagen Bugs that like to put little flower pots and stuff on their dashboard. I'm like, what is wrong with you, man? Anyway,
but you know what the Jeep thing is, right?
No, I don't.
So if you have a Jeep and I have a Jeep, I'll give you one, and then you put it on. Then I'll take yours and put it on mine. It's like a trade thing. It's like a thing that they do. So it's not like I'm buying them and putting them there. They're receiving these from other, I guess, Jeep drivers. It's like a cult.
I guess you had to get the original ones though to be able to trade them, won't you?
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know have anything to trade.
What the situation is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Peter, I'm not a fan of the stickers in the back of the car. Like I don't have to drive behind you and know your whole half of your life. I don't need to know, what politicians you voted for. I don't need to know that you got, 3 kids and a dog. I mean, that's information you shouldn't put out there anyway. Like don't put the school that your kids are going to. Do you really want to do that? There's cycles out there. Like keep your car clean, man. Keep your car clean. You're not gonna find anything on the back of my car that's gonna identify me and my family or where we hang out at. Like, no, you don't need to know that. You don't need to know that.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense to me, but to each his own.
Yeah.
Some people are very proud of what they have, and I get it. But I'm proud of it. I don't need to let you know I'm proud of it. You do you.
Yeah,
that's it.
Hey guys.
But
I was hanging in the
sir.
background quietly.
Hey,
how are you doing?
Man. Hey man,
good. How are you?
How many things do you have hanging from your rearview mirror, and how many things do you have glued on the dashboard of your new of your car?
And do you have the baby on board sign?
I have it. I had it. I made it specifically for an Instagram post.
Okay.
Let me show you that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that anybody cares about it, but it was just it looked like him. Let me find it. Let me find it.
Yeah, I'm more about the obstructing your view and everything. Like I'm all for
No, it's not obstructing the view. Look at. Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Right now.
That. Oh yeah.
Do you see? They look identical. That's why I put it.
That's funny. There you go.
You see?
I'm okay with that.
So I had to get this one.
That's funny. That's okay.
But you know what? The baby on board sign, I didn't know, but we brought this up like a couple of weeks ago, and somebody mentioned something I did not think about. I'm like, because I was saying, what, the baby on board sign is going to make drivers drive better or slower around?
No, it's not. It's probably not.
Someone said, if you get into an accident, they know to look for a baby. I'm like, oh, that. Even though the baby might not be in the car, but still, if I do get into a car accident, I'm like immobilized. I do want you to go get the baby first, So I could see that. I could see that. So I was very I'm like, I didn't
Well,
think
that's
about that.
interesting. Well,
I think about that.
that's basically the only sign in the back of the car.
All right. Well, that's nothing on the hanging from the rearview mirror.
No, no, definitely not.
Okay, that's good. That's
Who's-
I don't like the obstructing the view thing. That's
Yeah.
I think that's probably
Yeah.
Although now, Peter, everything has cameras, man. Nobody's looking. Nobody's turning their heads. It's just everything is camera. My dad, his car has cameras and everything. He has a 4 Explorer too. You know, we got him a white one. But we have this older car, the Honda, that doesn't. It's older. It's like doesn't have cameras, doesn't have signals and all that. So when he drives that out to like park it somewhere or move it, whatever, he doesn't turn his neck back. He just goes back, and the other day he hits something. I'm like, Dad, you hit the stuff behind you. Are you looking back? Like, no, he's not used to turning the neck back anymore. He wants to look at the camera. I'm like, then you shouldn't be driving this car. You know, everything just has cameras now. That's making us lazy drivers, man. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one more setup, and then we'll leave it to Eamon. Here's one more. I love this one. I like this. He's got the Max out running this whole system here. Andrew's posting this, but I don't know whose actual setup this is.
It's very
Andrew
clean.
posted it.
Very
clean.
clean.
Like very clean. Look at this though.
Very organized.
My man. Look at this. Look at this. He's got it fired up and ready to go. Right here. And it's not far from me. He's got the box like right here. Doesn't have to reach far. It's ready to go. It's opening up and whatever it takes. Oh man, good stuff. Oh, this by the way, last thing. This
the whole
right
box
here.
of cigars over on the
yeah,
of the
Liga
desk.
Privada. He's got the whole box right there, man. It's not going far. I guess depending on what day he's having.
Now what's important is go a little to the left. Do you recognize what the figurine is that's on his desk?
Okay, it's 2 people. It looks like the president from Venezuela. Or
I don't think so.
He looks like. Look at that mustache. He looks like him a little bit. I'm not saying it is him. Or this guy, the astronomer, whatever his name is, looks like him too.
Oh,
I don't know who it is. It looks like those 2 guys. Not Ted Lasso. No, it's not Ted Lasso.
No.
Who is it, Peter? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the guy from Parks and Recreation. I never watched the show, so I don't even know what his character name is. What's the Swanson? Yeah,
Swanson. Okay, man, he looks like the Venezuelan president to me, man. That got arrested. He looks just like him. I don't know.
I mean, is it simply because of the haircut and the mustache?
And the mustache.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
The mustache.
I don't know who he is, but he looks like him.
I mean, I guess it could be, but I'm pretty sure. Probably hard to find. Nick Offerman is the guy. Ron Swanson is the character name. I'm pretty sure that's who I thought it was initially. Ron Swanson.
Who it is.
Yeah, there you go.
But I don't know Ron Swanson. I don't know that show. So to me, this looks like the Maduro.
Well, I mean, okay. Look, I mean, I guess I don't know. He does have the cigars here going, so maybe.
Oh my goodness! I like computers. Right. Mac, and PC. All right, friends. There you go. That's it from us, guys. Take care. Have a great week. I won't be here. Great weekend. I won't be here for a bit, so I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. And
enjoy your vacation.
Have
fun
sir.
with the kids.
Yes, that should be a lot of fun. And
we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. All right, Eamon, off to you, my friend.
All right, thank you, Carlos. See you in 2 weeks. And hello, YouTube. How are you guys doing today?
My camera was off. I forgot again that my camera was off. All right. Anyways, because I stood up to take the picture and then I turned my camera off and you had this weird pose of me. Anyways, I'm going to leave you two. I got to get some breakfast. I haven't eaten today. Maybe that'll get me in the mood to finally take a trade because it's another day I'm sitting here with no trades. And I see opportunities. What's wrong with me, Eamon? What's happening?
I don't think there is anything right. Just the last 2 days have been horrible. That
Uh,
maybe something is
uh,
kicking in. I
there,
liked Hood today, but I did not take it either because
yeah,
I just didn't like how yesterday traded. I honestly called it today at 9:33. I was
yeah.
watching SKHY Hynix. Like I want to play this thing to the long side. Then I saw how the first minute was behaving, how the second minute closed red, and I was slightly long buys, and I was, that's it. I'm going for a break.
Okay. Wow,
Literally 2 minutes
you
after.
called it quickly.
Yeah, I was sitting with the members on the Discord, and there's, yeah, 9:33, 3 minutes after the market open, and I'm like, I'm taking an early coffee break. See you guys.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, I'm going to get some breakfast. All right. So I'll leave you to it.
enjoy your meal. Yeah, to be honest, I had a trade idea, guys. I was watching SK Hynix and I was watching SpaceX, both of them for a long. You can see that SpaceX was sitting below this $135 area. And my plan was to see that at the open, this thing somehow manages to recover past 35.50. It's just getting inside this consolidation area. That's where I would have pulled the trigger. We are just reaching this zone right now. Then target the high and maybe above it. That did not happen. I saw how it was holding the retest area. This minute was so tempting, but I've been here so many times where I used to play the bullish 1 minute opinion range breakout into the face of a pre-market level. Fell so many times, learned my lesson, decided to stay away from it. SK Hynix was also interesting. Um, we had a beautiful hourly chart with a beautiful resistance around here. We kept holding above this resistance during the pre-market, but then the first couple minutes closed bearish, and I just decided to call it a day. I know that Andrew traded Hood. He did amazingly well on it. I know a few people traded Tesla as well. What happened to Tesla, guys? Why is it on fire? Were there any news? Anything I missed? Exactly, Alex. I'm just sitting and waiting for the perfect shot, but not today. I'm just going to be calling it a nice week. I honestly had an amazing week. Monday started red. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all are green. I'm up over 12 hours for this week, and I don't see anything exciting, so I think no reason to force it. But we'll still keep an eye on the whole market. We'll look for some trading opportunities, but I'm not going to be taking anything. Oh yeah, it was the $350 break. That makes total sense. Strong psychological round number, beautiful setup, and we are exploding back to 400. No, we'll probably fill the gap by Monday, if not today. It has the momentum to fill it today. Only $10 away. I don't think it's going to reverse. I think it's either going to be to keep chopping around, or it is going to continue going higher to fill the gap. What do you guys think? SMCI was also interesting, I agree with you, but not good for a reversal. It was a nice reversal, you're right. NVDA was also interesting for a long. I think Andrew was watching it by 9:33. But if you take a look at the market, the Qs and the SPY, they were sinking so hard the first few minutes after the market opened. Normally, this is a setup that I would be trading. Beautiful fake breakdown during the pre-market. Nice recovery at the open. Normally, I take these trades, but did not feel right today. And I think we were right about that. But it looks like a good reversal, by the way. We have a strong resistance area around here. Touched it almost to the penny. Now we're headed all the way to view up. If you're in it, well, Gamal, then maybe you're on the right one. Yeah, Hood probably was the best one. Hood and Tesla. I don't know about this DOT. What's this DOT? That looks like a low float. It is a low float. We have 100,000 shares traded per minute, and it's 100% up. What about iron? Also feels like it's reversing. I love these type of daily charts for reversal trades. The hourly chart was sitting around the buy zone. That was a beautiful parabolic reversal play, by the way. The one that we call a risk-free trade. I honestly have no idea about MRNA, whether it's going to test 160 today or not, but we talked about it yesterday. And we did say that MRNA was going to have a bullish day today, because that's a normal price action. First day we have a long bar candlesticks, next day we have a resting day, third day we have the continuation, especially on these type of stocks. Let's see what we have. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising if the market reverses and manages to close in the green today. It is going to close in the green, considering the fact that we gapped up above the previous day close. Even if it ends up being choppy intraday, we're already in the green. I don't think it's going to give a huge retracement. Possible, totally possible. But when you're playing reversals, you want to make sure that the price is sitting far away from view up. This thing is forming a reversal setup, but close to view up. See, just fixing everything on my second monitor. Building a small watch list there. Jesus Coral, you're right. It's building a flag on the 5-minute chart, but it's on a bearish setup on both the 30 and on the 60-minute chart. If we hold on the hourly chart above 105, after 1 p.m. Eastern, it could be a long. PLTR is a beast. Yeah, Jesus Coral, it could continue the move in the afternoon, but probably after a bigger pullback. It's going to trap the reversals first. That's what I expect. Now, PLTR is looking interesting, not for today, but at least for Monday. By the way, guys, for those who already read the book, did you get the concept of predicting the next candlestick and how to implement it into the trading part? Did you try to practice it on any stock out there just to see how you're performing? Maybe if you did, you notice that on some stocks, it's easier to predict the next candlestick than the other. This is where you need to get small feel into the market, maybe practice on multiple stocks across multiple time frames. I'm trying to do this here. This is a small software around here that actually picks the best time frames based on the stock. Right? For example, on Apple, Google, it's best to go for the concept of 15, 5, and 1. And these are, by the way, results that are tested across so many trades. Let's see around here, $67,000 net on 1,000 trades back tested. So it's not like 110 trades or 20 trades. It's literally so many stocks, 65 stocks back tested across 700 trades, 600 trades, 600 trades across multiple time frames from 15.51, daily 5.1, hourly 5.1, and you could see the results are really promising, right? On almost any stock out there. So I want you to note one thing though, guys. Always 3 time frames aligned. Not a single trade around here was backtested on one single time frame, like the 1-minute chart alone, or the 5-minute chart alone, or the daily chart alone. It must be backtested across 3 time frames at the same time. When you have at least 3 time frames alignment, that is where the success rate could be. That's where you have an edge across the market. So right now I'm just trying to figure out if there are any other stocks that I don't have on my list that are also performing well. The list of stocks that I have for trading is pretty much small. It's around 70 stocks. These are the stocks that I keep a close eye on. 85 stocks right now. But trying to expand it, going through some other stocks variations. And look at these guys. These are the annual net results, 250 hours, which is approximately around 220 hours per month, 25 hours, which is not bad, right? And it doesn't matter how good or how bad it performs, the results are consistent. But they're consistent only if you use at least 3 time frames at the same time. But then it depends on your trading style. If you're a scalper, you might want to go for 15.51. If you're a trend trader, you might want to go for daily, maybe 5 or 15 and 1, and so on. The accuracy, let me show you just the accuracy, guys. The accuracy is not that high. If you go for the accuracy, 52, 46, 63, 48. So the numbers are around 50%. Sometimes it's just dropping to 30%. But when you can combine 3 time frames, for example, daily, 15 and 1, the accuracy kind of compounds. You could boost a 45% accuracy up to a 60% accuracy. And then when you combine that also with a good risk management, where your winners are bigger than your losers, that's where you get the actual boost. What book is this? It's my book on multiple time frame analysis. If you still did not get it, make sure to read it. I teach this exact same system of predicting the next candlestick in the book. By the way, guys, 99 reviews, 1 more to 100. If you enjoyed the book, make sure to hit the review button. Your honest review will be highly appreciated. There will be an Audible. Yes, maybe within a couple weeks or maybe within 1 week. Already working on it. So soon it's going to be there. But that's a backtesting software that I'm building with one of my mentees. I'm eventually trying to automate the trading style. Let me show you these guys. Look at the results. So these are the 1,000 trades. And you know what's the best thing about this software? Max drawdown, literally the max drawdown is around $2,000, which is not bad. When you have a journaling or a daily PNL where you make $5,000 to the upside, then you lose $6,000, then you make $10,000, then you lose $5,000, and your PNL curve looks like this, eventually up $67,000. That's not a good PNL curve in the long run. But if you have a PNL curve with a max drawdown of 2,000, even if you're stuck around break even at some point, that's not catastrophic for the account. You can handle this type of drawdowns. And this is the P&L per trade. Some of them are small, right? But the winners could actually go up so fast. There are some winners up $500, $600, $700, right? Look at this, for example. Sorry, let's go back. Where was it? We were on page 2, right? Yeah, on page 2. So you see, the losers are tolerable. Down $6, down $150, $200, $70, and you could have loss streak. But then you get this winner up $600, right? Then you get another winner up $2,000. And you just keep the losses small and tolerable until you hit another winner that is big. And that's what we aim for in the long run. I usually mention this to my mentees. You could be the best trader with the best reading price action skills or multiple time frame analysis and reading price action skills, but with a bad risk management, where your winners are small and losers are big. And in the long run, you're not going to be making money. You could be an average trader with good risk management system, where you cut some of your losers around break even, you let the winners run. And obviously, sometimes it's unavoidable to have a max loss per trade. So risk management, focus on that part, or work on both the system and the risk management. But the key to success, and it's just my personal opinion, is having the big winners. This is why when I'm trading, I'm trying to aim for an at least 3 to 4 hours. I'll admit it, I struggle holding up to 5 to 10 hours per trade. This is why we're working on this automatically trading software. It will handle the psychology better than I am handling it. And maybe finally we'll be able to get average winners more than 4 hours consistently. Frank, have a great rest of the day. Anyway, let's see what we have. Exactly, Ned. I have this rule that if I have 2 losers in a row, which are full Rs, my last trade is half size. And if I lose a third trade, that's a max loss for the day, down 2.5 Rs. I try not to have a red day more than 2.5 Rs in the red. And most of the time, I don't even hit the 2.5 Rs because I don't always get full losers per trade. It could be a trade around break even, another trade down half an hour, and a third trade which is full minus 1 hour, and that's a down 1.5 hour day. My desk trader though, it has, I forgot because I haven't adjusted it in a long time, but I think it's sitting around 5 hours. My dash risk control, but I never hit the 5 hours. 2.5 down 1.5, and I call it a day. But my average green day is sitting around 4 hours. Couple days we traded Apple at the open and then MSTR in the chat room and day, and that resulted in a 9-hour day. And one single day like this, around 9 hours, compensates for 4 full red days, and I don't have full red days. So there are the break-even days, the smaller days. So I can literally have one big green day that's going to compensate for a week or a week and a half of red days. But how bad, I wouldn't say how bad, how unlucky should one be to have more than 5 red days in a row? even if you flip a coin, you're going to end up having a winning trade. CM, yes, I do partial a lot, but I know how when to have my last partial at. If I'm playing a daily candlestick, I usually go for a bigger move around the average true range, around the daily average true range, and I'll be partialing all the way up to the upside until the ATR is hit. If I'm playing only one hourly candlestick or maybe only one 15-minute candlestick, then my final target is so quick. I might take a couple partials and all out. The whole market seems to be reversing, right? SPY is going up, Qs are going up, Apple is going up. Coin, I think Coin, MSTR, Mara, these ones should be doing well. Surprisingly, Mara is not. Where is Bitcoin sitting at? Let's see. Bitcoin is sitting at $77,000. That's good. Anyone here trades crypto? It did crash, but still so much in the green for the day, 10% at least. Let me see what I have around here. Nabil, I started my trading journey trading crypto, but that was literally my day one in a live trading, and I lost around half of my capital, which wasn't a lot back then, trading crypto. Then I started trading stocks, and I did not touch crypto in a long time. Do trade it sometimes for fun, but very rarely. Familia R is your risk per trade. You decide how much it is, be it $10, $50, $100. You decide how much you risk per trade, but it needs to stay consistent. It's not exactly for fun. There are some good opportunities in crypto. Sometimes they're so obvious, and I go there with really small size. Pace Titan, that's actually a good thing. I mean, when you're developing a strategy on your own, it's because you're starting to get familiar with the market. You start noticing some patterns that are repeatable, that are happening over and over and over, and you're building your strategy somewhere around them. That's a good thing. You don't need to trade any strategy that anybody else trades. You could just develop your own strategy. That's how I came up with my parabolic reversal setup with the pinpoint strategy. I did not copy it. I built them from scratch. Let's take a look at NVDA. Yeah, NVIDIA around view up. We did talk about this when we jumped into YouTube around 11:05, 11:10. This looks like a good reversal all the way up to view up. I don't know how far it's going to go past view up. Already a good move we had on it. By the way, this is a good long. This is actually a good long. That's what we call a fake breakdown. MRNA cleared the level, recovered. That's an interesting long around here, targeting 155 for starters. You can even go for the high of this area just for a quick scalp, and then maybe try to aim for 56 and 58. I'll show you this entry that we're talking about around here is the exact same entry that we've taken with Kyle on SMCI a few days ago. Not this one. Let me find where it was. There it is. Do you see the similarity? Where's my epic pen? You see the similarity? We have a clear level. It breaks but doesn't go so far after the breakout. Then play it at the low, at the middle, partial around the highs, and then try to aim for more, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I love this type of pattern. It was a good long around here, with an add around here, and then a partial around here, 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 and here. But yeah, this looks like a good long. Let's see what's going to happen within the next few minutes. Let's take a look at Atlas one. It should be bullish, I think. Yep, we have a big order at 153, 32,000 shares. And then some moderate ones around 55 and 56. Anybody played this thing to the long side after this part? Remember when I told you yesterday that I'll make a secret indicator where we get these wicks around here with my face around here? I'm going to do that because the success rate on this setup is very high. There it is. So you partial around here to turn it into a risk-free, and then you try to aim for a bigger move. Just look, identical, right? Exact same thing. Zeke, like I mentioned, must partial at this high to turn it into a risk-free. Then you try to aim for the bigger move. And obviously if it goes to the downside, at least you will be somewhere around break even. Exact same thing, you see? Long, add, add around the middle, partial around the highs, and then try to go for more. But if it doesn't give you more, you just exit at the break of the low. Not here, at the break of the low. So the partial will just turn your trade into a risk-free. The real move is going to happen if it makes it at least up to 156. And that's it. You see? This is why you use the fake break, you play it long, you turn it into a risk-free. If it continues to the upside, you lock in the profits. And if it goes against you, it's a break-even trade. No, I'm not long. I'm done for today. No trades. Do you typically wait for 1 hour before first partial? I never partial before the 3 hours. Midday, it's different risk management rules. Midday, I could go for 2 hours. I could go for less. But at the open, not less than 3 hours before the first partial. Let's take a look at SpaceX. Yeah, I was long biased on SpaceX since the open. I just wanted to see it going past 35.50-ish to play it to the long side. Never happened. The average true range on SpaceX is around $9 to $10, so it could hit 139, maybe 140 today. It could end up chopping or maybe pulling back more. Probably pulling back more. Let's take a look at Tesla. Khalid, well done. Did you trade NVDA reversal? I don't think Tesla is a good reversal. We talked about it today. This thing has a chance of filling the gap today. Wouldn't be an easy journey for it to do it, but it could do it. There are zero signs for reversals on Tesla. Good job, Khaled. Proud of you. That's exactly it, Nabil. So yeah, Tesla is probably going to continue going higher. I mean, maybe it's going to pull back for a second time, but within the next hour or two, it will still be going higher. SOFI. Who played SOFI? Alex, what did you do on SOFI? The daily chart on this thing is ugly. This is the type of stock that you want to watch for a reversal. Maybe after the break of the high of the day. Joey, my Instagram, I put it down there, but if you are looking for some trading related content, better follow me on X. I put it there. Instagram just more personal. But I put the link for both. Feel free to reach out. Yeah, I'll do that. Not today, on Monday. Microsoft does look like it found a support around 480. This swing trade is just taking so long. I'm still waiting for it to hit the 520 so that I get rid of this position. It's taking way longer than I expected. Indian curries. Yeah, I love Indian food. Yeah, ITC was trickier. I would not have traded this thing. NVDA was amazing for sure. Far from view up, past the ATR to the downside, clean level. This was amazing. Joshi, have a great weekend as well. Khalid, because the market never goes up straight or down straight. If the stock is up during the pre-market, it needs to pull back before the continuation. Can't go up during the pre-market and then continue going up after the market open. This is one of the ways I utilize overextended moves. Take a look at this Baidu trade from this week. I think it was 18th of August. That was Wednesday, Tuesday. So look what happened on Baidu. Sold off during the pre-market, right? There it is. What am I doing at the open? Playing it to the long side. Not for a whole trend. There was nothing even left to break even. Just partialed all the way to the upside before it continued the move because I knew that after this sell-off, it needs a pullback before the continuation. The only issue is that I know that the pullback would happen with high probability since the sell-off was so enormous and the pullback is just a must. But I don't know how far it's going to go on the continuation. Sometimes they never continue. Sometimes the pullback is bigger. Sometimes they end up chopping around. So I know that this part of the play is high probability. This is low probability. I ended up just playing the high probability. Mm. What a good reversal. I did expect to have a solid day today. I even mentioned it in the Discord and thread. I expect solid day today, but it had to start ugly. It had to sell off, start by chopping around before making this sharp move to the upside. Let's see what we have in PLTR here. No, there are no news in PLTR. We just broke the high level around here. This was the high of August consolidation, and we cleared it at 1151. So probably anyone who was short buys on it is getting subbed out around here, and the algos are jumping in for a quick momentum to the upside. That's not news, just pure momentum play. Let's see what we had on Tesla. Tesla did break the high of the day, barely. That's what we call a fake break of the high of the day, but not a good reversal play. Chris, good job on NVDA. Good Friday for you. I think the SPY and the Qs will keep pushing higher. Might end up chopping a bit, but there is still room to the upside. The SPY has around $7 ATR. And yes, 769 could be reached today as well. Can Bitcoin make a retracement? I think it's already making it. At least a pullback, not exactly a retracement. We did pull back from 79,000 to 77. That's 3% retracement, not bad in my opinion. All right, thank you, Khalid. Will you take trade in Apple? Definitely not. First of all, the stock is already overextended. If you played a reversal down here, that was good. If you are looking for a reversal to the downside, then that would be breaking the reversal rules. One of my reversal rules says that you should not play a reversal on a stock that has already reversed. Normally they give you tricky pullbacks, sometimes not even a pullback, just a consolidation before the second leg up. So this was a reversal, but the move to the opposite direction should not be played. Low probability win rate. Anyway, guys, we are coming to the end of the hour. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to email me, ayman@bearabletraders.com. Take it slow and have a great weekend, everyone. I'll talk to you guys on Monday. See you guys.